Hello, everyone. This is the Darkened Rose, your editor for this podcast episode. It's 2 a.m, and for those of you that are new to the podcast, hi, welcome. This is the very first YouTube episode of our podcast. And for those of you that have been listening to our podcast for a while now on another site called podbean.com, you probably may have realized that this episode isn't up on there. In fact, you may have just seen an announcement only. And there's reason for that. We are actually moving from Podbean and onto YouTube. Mainly because we were paying a monthly subscription fee for it. And the guy that was in charge of it, well, more like the guy that willingly did it, was Phoenix Commander, or Jake as we know him. He's been paying for the subscription fees for a while now. And we all decided that we didn't want to waste any more of his money on it. And with how we were infrequently posting stuff for our podcast, we decided to just move it over onto YouTube. So that's what we're doing. So this is where the podcast is going to be now, on YouTube, on this channel. And I'm going to be honest, I feel that's a good idea because it kind of brings the audiences together, sort of. I don't know. But for those of you that are new, I hope you guys enjoy the episode of the podcast. For those of you that have been listening to us for a while, I'm sorry. But I do hope that you still enjoyed the episode nonetheless, despite that news. As always, I'm your editor for this podcast, so feedback is really appreciated in the comment section below. And as soon as you start putting down responses to the podcast and any feedback, I will get to responding as soon as possible. For now, enjoy our podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the E3 edition of the Legion205 Podcast. Today, I am your host, Dan, or Angel625, and today I have with me Max, or Shadow Nightblade, and Carlos, the Darkened Rose. It's been a while.
You almost slumped yourself there.
A little bit, almost. Let's not touch on that, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So E3 this year was a roller coaster of emotions, as some would put it. There was controversy, there was excitement, there was bullshit, like Max said. So let's just get right into it and start off with EA. One that before this E3 some would consider everyone's least favorite publisher.
Yeah, as of recent times, they've actually starting to get better.
Yeah, they've been getting a lot better lately.
I mean, they get better, but they also do some bullshit too.
We'll get to that when we get to it.
All right.
So
I'm so salty.
Right off the bat, we got the sports games. Madden, NFL, we have NBA Live and FIFA, all 2018 edition.
The sports ball arena.
The sports ball arena of games. Usually they came up with a drum roll this year, which sounded like complete and utter shit.
The drum line, like, why?
Yeah, it sounded really quiet too, so it wasn't even worth hearing. So that was another thing. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's not much to talk about. It's the same shit again.
Yeah, same graphics as ever. Madden has a new story mode that actually has a story that we've seen, and we don't really know, but it was like either in the FIFA or the NBA games.
It was NBA. I'm pretty sure it was.
It was FIFA actually. Yeah, like
was it FIFA?
It was
remember
also
that?
NBA.
Well, I like to delve onto it just a little bit. Whenever they were showing FIFA, they were talking about Alex Hunter in the last FIFA game when they showed that story.
Oh yeah, that's right, they were.
Yeah,
Well,
and then fucking Alex Hunter
they
started
added
trending on
story
Twitter.
modes in, like NBA.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it's like a career thing.
Yeah, it's one of their like things that they try to do where it's like, you know, like how Mortal Kombat did it. Like they want to add like a really good story, even though it totally wasn't.
Yeah.
I remember when they were presenting NBA Live, they mentioned like you get to play on historic courts, like the Malibu court next by the beach. Like, how is that a historic basketball court? Someone tell me how that court is historic.
No, people
Sports
just
game,
walk to that
everybody.
court.
Sports.
You walk to that court, it's a historic landmark already.
Now this is not to shit on any sports games fans. Like this is our opinion. We just don't really get into them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like pretty much like remember these are our opinions. Take it with a grain of salt. You know, like don't like take it as like fact.
Oh, you guys don't know what you're talking about. We don't, but another thing that they went into during this was the esports scene, and I'm a big fan of esports. I don't get esports at all. It's boring. I'd rather go watch an actual game of soccer, an actual game of football, an actual game of basketball. I just don't get it. But I will watch.
Now that you mentioned it,
Counter-Strike esports. I watch Dota esports all day and night.
You know what? Now that you mentioned it, that's actually true. The real life counterparts are more entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You hear that esports players? They find you boring.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm about to get a lot of hate feed in my Twitter tonight.
Yeah. Eat your heart out, EA.
When this comes out.
All right.
But that was the sports ball section. We can move on now at this point.
That was the sports ball. We're gonna get far away from that now, and we're gonna go into Battlefield 1, where they have announced the new DLC, which were night maps and the name of the Tsar,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I love it.
I'm 50-50 with the name of the Tsar DLC. When they were talking about it, they were saying like it's the biggest front of World War One. I'm just like, no.
How about this?
That's the biggest front in World War Two.
At least the night maps are cool though.
The night maps, I will admit, look really cool because if you remember back when they did night maps back in Battlefield 4, everyone was using infrared night scopes.
Yeah.
And now they can't
This time you won't have any of that. If they somehow make a way to get that, I am going to be really pissed.
I don't think they would. That would be complete bullshit. I have the game. If they were to fucking do that, I would uninstall it immediately.
Uninstall.
Uninstalled.
Yeah. And name of the Tsar, I will admit I love the idea that they're bringing the women's battalion from Russia back in that day. Sorry. That's an interesting concept. And they also hinted at towards the end of competitive Battlefield making a return.
Yeah, I mean there was competitive Battlefield 4.
Yeah,
I mean, that was the thing.
I remember Fnatic being on top.
A
lot of they're really getting into esports. EA, they are jumping on this.
Yeah, I feel like Battlefield would.
Scene.
I feel like Battlefield would be more of a competitive title, to be honest.
Yeah, they were saying how they wanted more. They were saying how the reviews were saying how they wanted more team play, close quarters. So I'm expecting like from like what Battlefield 3 had close quarters DLC. I'm expecting something like that with smaller teams.
Yeah.
So maybe
definitely.
like 4 or 5 on 5.
Yeah.
Well,
that could work.
You know, another thing close to Battlefield that we could talk about that they had talked about at the EA conference. Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2. And I will admit, I cheered when I heard a few of these things. Starting off with single-player story. What everyone wanted from the first Battlefront. We are finally getting it. And I will admit, it looks great from what they show.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be great.
Of course.
Come on.
That's of course. And they're adding more game modes, and the thing that everybody cheered for: no season pass.
No season pass.
Now this is where the controversy kicks in.
Here's where the controversy kicks in.
Yeah.
This is being recorded on June 20th, about a week after E3 has happened, and today we saw a news article that they are adding microtransactions, which I am surprised about, yet at the same time not surprised about, because it's EA and they took out the season pass. They need to make up a way to get that money back.
Yeah, I mean, like, so we talked about it before doing the podcast, like whenever we heard the news, and whenever we were talking about it, like, was there anything that pertained to it? Like, what did they talk about with those things, the microtransactions?
Okay, the problem with the microtransactions, there's no real problem with microtransactions exactly. I mean, it's just your basic loot box. It's like Overwatch. Think of that. We don't know we don't know exactly what are in them, but the problem was they made a comment about not wanting to split up the community in whatever way, but then they came out with that. That's the problem I have personally.
Yeah.
If
I mean, like,
if they do it like a sort of thing that was Infinite Warfare, where they had like the loot packs or whatever they were called, loot drops or whatever.
Oh, you mean like those weapons that like actually have like bonuses to their weaponry,
damage stats and everything. If they have that, that's immediately killing point. That's something that should not be done.
At this rate, it's set in stone. Like, I definitely agree with you, Max, on that sort of way, because that does end up dividing, even if it's a cosmetic or like actual like unfair sort of boost.
Yeah, either way,
like,
it's
set in stone.
You're dividing people.
The only thing that I would say right now is let's just hope that it doesn't have to become like Advanced Warfare's loot boxes.
I would hope not.
That is the worst idea ever.
If it's like Overwatch and it's just skins and stuff like that, okay, that's fine.
Well, yeah, that's cool. I would be fine with that. I just didn't like the comment they made and then the immediate contradiction. But I don't want to get into it. I don't want to make this like a fucking shit on Battlefront 2, because let's be honest, Battlefront 2 is doing a lot of things right.
Yeah. It is definitely doing a lot of things right. Just like how they did it with Titanfall 2, where they listened to the community for once.
It's like, can you have a story? Here you go.
They added in a story. They took out paid DLC. It's all free. There's not as big as a multiplayer basis before, but that's kind of because they had a bad track record with Titanfall 1, and then they released it in between Call of Duty and Battlefield. So that's kind of their own fault on that.
That's another thing with E3 stuff that's always crazy. It's like those announcements, like, this is when it comes out. Literally everything comes out at this time.
Yeah, like everything's coming out on the same day.
Yeah, everything's coming out in October. That's what we saw during that entire those few days of conference.
It's like, we don't have money.
We don't have
ladies
money.
And gentlemen, prepare your wallets.
I mean, like, it's bad for us because in about 2 days, because you said we're recording this on the 20th. In 2 days, the Steam Summer Sale is going to come up, and that's going to set us back already, especially for those that don't work anymore.
Fuck. Wait a minute. Fuck.
All
right. Moving on from this. Next up in EA, we had Need for Speed Payback.
Or Fast and Furious, the video game.
Fast and Furious.
Which is Fast and the Furious in a game form.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about that.
Yeah, they had like a showcase of it. It was like a story mode that they have, and it's like it's literally Fast and Furious.
It's Fast and Furious with GTA character switching.
I will say it looks amazing. It looks great.
The look of it is
that's
cool.
the Frostbite engine for you.
The look of it's cool, but it was like overdone.
Yeah, it was definitely way over the top. I say that, and I play Need for Speed for years. Carbon being my favorite.
I haven't been this excited for a Need for Speed title till Need for Speed The Run. That was my last favorite Need for Speed game.
I barely remember my Need for Speed playtime.
Need for Speed The Run.
Yeah.
Like, I like that game too because it's a little different than the rest of the games, but I know for a fact that everyone likes the shit on that game.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's because of like how the scenes are, like you're actually getting off the car in most cases. But
yeah.
I'm excited for this one. I feel like it was way overdone with the gameplay that they showed, but we'll just have to see what else they're planning with for that game. We just gotta wait. I'm reserving judgment here. Yeah, I'm reserving judgment.
Yeah. And before they presented the game itself, they had a YouTuber come up onto the stage to introduce it. And
oh God,
he stumbled, and I just felt so bad for him.
He bombed it so bad. He really did.
What was his name? Jesse, I think it was?
Yeah, that was his name, Jesse.
It was one of those moments where you just don't want to see it just to miss out on, like, I don't want to see him fuck up like this, because you can't blame the dude.
Yeah, he really can't. It looked like he was, like, squinting at his teleprompter, so I think the teleprompter fucked up.
Yeah, I think it did. Also, hey, man.
Yeah, the hey, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah, the hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. It's like... I felt really bad, but like the problem with it is that now it's included in cringe compilations, especially the ones that I was watching earlier.
Yeah, not a lot of people are gonna let that go for a bit.
I really hate that because it's like it wasn't his fault. I mean, they rehearsed it the night before and they said that they actually did well on it.
No, it wasn't the night before. It was like an hour prior.
Oh yeah,
an hour?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was like an hour prior.
Yeah, but like for him, like I feel bad because now like no one's gonna let this go because he made a mistake that a normal human being would do.
Yeah. And all right, getting off of that, the next and last thing that we'll talk about from EA.
Well, there's two things.
Way Out.
Well, there's actually there's that.
Was there? Oh yeah, A Way Out, and then there's the Anthem teaser.
Yeah, then
A
there's
Way Out was
BioWare.
cool.
A Way Out. Oh my god!
I got chills.
I love it.
It's brought to you by the same people who did Brothers Tale of Two Sons. Right?
Yeah.
That game I heard had amazing amounts of praise.
Hell yeah! I mean, like
it was very emotional.
If you just look at the trailer for this game, you have pretty much cooperative play. It like has that like cinematic touch to it. What was the game's setting though? I forgot when it took place because it fits it well if it was taking place in like say the 60s or the 70s.
I forgot the time.
Yeah, I forgot the time frame that it was, but I would say like 60s or 70s too.
Yeah, because like the way that they did like the cooperative camera angles and stuff, and also a cool thing about that, how you can still play the game even though like the other person is in a cutscene.
Yes, I was like, ooh. I mean,
there's always something like that in games. Like, what do you want to see that's new, and that's kind of cool. Like, I mean, I feel like we've seen that kind of stuff before, but not to this level.
Yeah. And like even then, like if you think about it, like just generally, like this is a huge like step up from those guys.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like I feel proud of them. Like Jesus, they are awesome.
And if you saw the guy talking on stage about it, dude was really passionate about this game.
Oh
he was ready to like throw copies at people right off the stage. Like, play it. It's amazing. Like, I am really excited for this. But I don't know. That was
probably the highlight of EA, besides I guess Battlefield 2 certain things. But like to me, fully, A Way Out was the best thing.
Yeah. It's a co-op split screen. But I don't know if it will be online. If it is, I hope it's online.
Yeah.
I wonder if it will be online. It will have the split screen still.
I think it will because it seems to fit like with the theme of the game itself. I mean, like if you just look at how they did it during the gameplay that they showed, it was awesome. I loved it, and especially for me because like I really appreciate those things because Max, Dan, you both know me. I'm going into the audio and video production industry, and like holy fuck, I was just mesmerized by those camera angles and shit like that. Yeah. I fucking loved it.
We were even asking like, you know, would we be able to be in a background of a cutscene if our character can get there?
Yeah, I would love to see that. It's like you're in the cutscene and you just see your character looking down at you.
What's up?
Hey.
Like or just like walking around awkwardly in circles.
Getting beat up.
Yeah.
Cool. Just like completely ruins the atmosphere
start
of the game.
Start teabagging in the background like
or just stare straight down like at the camera just like normal like plain faced.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's like a horror movie. Oh man.
Yeah. So and then we got the Anthem teaser.
Now we don't have to talk too much about Anthem right now because Anthem.
No, we're gonna. We actually got gameplay of it at the Microsoft conference, which we will start talking about right after this.
Definitely. The Microsoft conference will save Anthem for.
Yeah, the teaser was very like, what the fuck is this? You know, like
mysterious.
It was it was definitely a new concept from BioWare.
Yes,
and it's cool that they're finally doing something new other than Dragon Age or Mass Effect. So it's refreshing.
They're doing online.
Yeah,
they're doing something online.
Now the problem with Anthem, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, is a little.
Yeah, we'll get to it. So that concludes it for EA. So what would you guys give EA out of 10?
A 5.
I'd give it like a 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say a 5 too, because the really I know that the thing about E3 is not to pertain to the audience. It's to pertain to the investors of the companies. So that's why they showed like all Madden, FIFA, NBA, even though a huge portion of people don't give a shit.
Yeah, the sad thing, even with the games they showed, they weren't extremely impressive. Like A Way Out was impressive, and Battlefront 2 was a little impressive, but the controversy with Battlefront 2 kind of put me down a little. And A Way Out is just like, to me, was the best part about it. So it barely even got, like, that's why it kind of got a 5. Like,
yeah, A Way Out was definitely the saving grace of the conference.
I just cannot wait for A Way Out.
Same.
You know that is a nice way out of this.
Get Out.
That's a segue. So we're going to get A Way Out and go over to Microsoft.
Why'd you have to say it?
Microsoft, the people that keep writing their dicks off, especially when it comes to innovation.
You know what? No, I'm going to say this right now. We're getting into it. They fucking announced an Xbox One X. What the fuck?
They suck at titling their consoles. I'm just going to say that right here, right now. First the Xbox One, now the One X. What the fuck are they going for here?
They should have stuck with Scorpio. They should have stuck with the Scorpio.
Because how they did with Microsoft Windows? It was like Windows 7, and then like suddenly like Windows 8, and then Windows 10. Like, okay, awesome. Now with the One X, I made the joke before where it's like, okay, so they have One and X in it, so now it's gonna be the Xbox 11, I guess.
I just want to hit you.
Yeah.
I mean,
so for the Xbox One X, it is $499.99 USD. It's got 8+ million pixels, HDR, wide color gamut, premium Dolby Atmos, and of course the big thing that everyone was pushing: 4K, 4K, 4K.
4K, 4K, 4K.
But
fuck you.
Let's not forget one thing that was kind of cool. You can play original Xbox games because it's going to be having that with the backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
We're talking about original Xbox games. We don't mean 360. We mean like the original Xbox.
Yeah.
While we were watching this as a group, like with everyone together watching this on our Discord server, I cheered. I was like, fuck yes.
I think everyone would have cheered for that because, God's sake, there are definitely some nice like original Xbox titles that people would love to play now.
Yeah. Like if I get to play freaking I can already do this. I'm gonna play Halo Combat Evolved on my Xbox. I can already do that with the Master Chief Collection, but
like say you want to play the original poo-poo edition.
I want to play the original.
Yeah, the original Combat Evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
I can now do that.
But now here's the problem with the One X, because whenever they kept talking about it, they talked about like, oh, we have like a water-cooled chamber so that we can cool our shit for it. It's got
8 teraflops.
It's like how many? Like 12 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM.
Yeah,
12. Yeah, like it's cool and all, awesome specs. It can run 4K. We get it. But here's the problem: like they don't put a restriction for it. They say they're boasting like 4K, 4K, 4K. But they're not really setting everyone to be like, okay, you can only make your games in 4K. But because of that, I talked about it earlier, like 4K is becoming like this thing where it's like everyone's got to do it or else the game isn't good. Because there are people that are like that.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I think they only started like saying that a lot. It might be just like the EA thing. Like, there might just be people around that they need to say that to,
Yeah. But I mean, like I'm guessing because like there's people that are looking at computers now, because people keep saying like like instead of getting these consoles, why can't you just build a computer for this certain amount of money? And I'm guessing like because it can run in 4K and it's $500 and it's really convenient and simple, you don't have to build anything. People are gonna be like, holy shit, I got myself a 4K gaming console. I didn't have to do shit to like run that thing on max settings.
Yeah, which I will admit, if it is optimized to run 4K, 9 times out of 10, that console will outperform the PSC.
Well, when is it coming out? In the fall, right?
Fall.
Well, here's a problem with that. Because of how PCs evolve over time, we're already looking at newer parts.
Yeah, so we're gonna be getting the GTX. We already have the GTX 1080, but we're looking at 12 to 16 core CPUs for consumers. Yeah,
that's what we're looking at here.
Insane.
So, like at this rate, it'll be like starting to outdate again. And I'm gonna give it to Microsoft because they really pulled a hell of a job with it. I'm gonna give them that. Just that I just don't want them to get everyone to just go for 4K. That's your target. Go for 4K, because what you could do instead is go higher, a bit higher than 1080p, 1440p, and then just crank up the graphics. Then people will be like oogling over the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, this looks awesome! Holy shit! I'm playing it in 2K resolution. But you know the whole 4K argument.
Yeah, and then another big bragging, quote unquote bragging thing that a lot of them people, when the Xbox Scorpio was being advertised and announced and minorly announced, was the teraflops. And a lot of people were like 8 teraflops. Like 70% of you barely even know what a teraflop is.
I legitimately hate that word now because of that conference.
Teraflop. It's just like plague-inducing as 4K.
Now then, as you can see, this was the hating on Microsoft section.
Yeah, this was the hating on
games.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the games now, which a lot of them we have some praise for.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off with Microsoft's usual rehash of every year, Forza 7,
which
same as usual,
which made E3 into a car show.
Oh yeah, they turned E3 into a car show.
They showed off the new Porsche.
They did. They brought out a fucking car.
The new Porsche 911 unveiled at E3. Like, why?
Like,
what the fuck?
I like how our reaction was, E3's now a car show? Is that what's going on here?
No, I said that someone should jump on the stage, take the car, and drive away.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? That would make such a defining moment in E3, because it would be insane. Like, okay, we don't really condone to people stealing stuff here, but imagine that. That would be fucking entertaining to see.
And then they're just looking like, imagine if our game was GTA. That would happen.
That would happen. And now for GTA 6. Wow, look at that. The graphics are crazy.
All right, let's calm down. Everyone, GTA 6 was not announced at E3. We're promising you that.
Another thing. Red Dead 2 wasn't announced at E3 this year.
Well, I mean, it's already announced.
No.
We just didn't see
What are you guys talking about? Those they were announced.
You need to step away.
All right.
Well, look, we talked about the card game. Now we can move on to the game that didn't come out last year because they took a break. Assassin's Creed Origins.
Wait, hold on.
No. We're talking about that because that shit is fucking fire.
No. I want to say something real quick about Forza 7. When they brought the two...
Oh, you mean that?
The two professional drivers out on stage.
Oh, God.
They weren't driving. What is this?
Yeah, they were practically just standing there.
Yeah, they weren't driving. What are you talking about? They just looked down at the screen just like...
Like, I'm playing a game.
Like, I saw that transition. You can't bullshit me.
Look how passionate you are with that.
Classic Microsoft.
It's because they always do this. You're like, yeah, I know one of the arguments is that when who did it? Oh yeah, when Ubisoft was presenting Black Flag, the game crashed in the middle of the conference.
And when Nintendo tried to do it with Skyward Sword,
they weren't really good at it.
No. Remember with Skyward Sword, they couldn't. The motion controls weren't working.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, motion controls weren't even working at all whatsoever.
It was very hard to watch.
But
it's crazy.
And actually, you are going ahead, Max. You skipped over something that Rose is very excited about.
Oh, I thought that showed it after that.
Nope, it went Forza Metro Assassin's Creed.
Ah, okay.
So we're gonna talk about Metro.
By the way, this one looks crazy good to me. Like I've seen Metro, but not like this.
I read the fucking books, all right, and like I love the Metro series because I talk about Metro 2033 and Last Light, and I praise them for making a Redux version of 2033 because
and you streamed them.
Because the PC version of the original was horse shit to run. But this one, I'm a little confused about this because it says it's inspired off the 2033 and 2035 books. But 2035 is a completely different way of telling the story compared to what they showed at that demo. Because the first thing that confused me was when you got up to the surface and he took off the fucking gas mask. And I'm just like, excuse me? Excuse me? I thought you would suffocate.
We'll have to find out what the story is.
I guess you'll have to play the game to find out.
God, it's fucking have to wait till 2018.
Are you sure it was? Did it say that what books it was based off of? Because it could have been a newer
it does
book.
Say it.
No, it said 2033 and 2035.
Oh, okay.
I think 2035 was the latest one. Yeah, that's so.
Right.
I got confused by that.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Honestly, I might pick it up.
Yeah, I might pick it up too. Despite that, I hear, they also talked about it where they're adding like non-linear levels to the game, so like you actually have the opportunity to run around and like check out the lore of the game itself. You know, by checking things.
I have the 2 Metro games, both Redux, but I have never played them, so I got to go through and play them. I have a lot of games I need to go through and play.
I highly recommend playing through 2033 and Last Light with the survival setting, not the Spartan mode, because the Spartan mode is Last Light's the original Last Light's difficulty play. Survival, that's definitely like you gotta ration your ammo and shit like that, and that's how it should be, to be honest. Because then it feels more like a proper like post-apocalyptic game afterwards.
Yeah, you're not finding ammo in every shoe and every toilet.
Well, that's another thing you can talk about with Metro Exodus, because that's the game. It's called Metro Exodus.
Yeah.
So they showed like gameplay, like Rose said, like as soon as they got outside, he took off the gas mask, which was very confusing. But then they showed actual gameplay of like how you fight and stuff, and it's actually really crazy.
Yeah, they certainly improved on it. They improved on the look of the creatures too. I mean, I freaked out when the first monster jumped out because I'm like, what the fuck is that thing? And then I realized it was from like the original games.
Just that it looks one of the original monsters.
And it looked a hell of a lot better. So I love it. It's going to be more terrifying, I bet.
Yeah, and right after you defeat the monster by shoving it off a cliff, practically, you zip line down onto another cliff edge, and there's a fucking train.
That was the second thing Rose freaked out about.
I freaked out about that so hard.
There was a train, and someone else sticks their hand out like, "Hey, grab on!"
I think that was
lifts you up.
I think that was Anna from Last Light, but that freaked me the fuck out because I'm like, trains, they work? Well, fuck. I actually hold on. I thought I had to stop myself for a moment because I forgot there is a subway that you can use in Last Light, but that I don't think anything outside in the surface would fucking work. And that wasn't the subway train. That was just a normal train that you would see on the railroad sometimes.
Again, you're gonna have to play the game to figure out what the fuck's going on there.
Yeah. So enough ranting from Rose. Assassin's Creed Origins.
That looks fire.
Crap.
Holy
crap.
That was crazy. I fucking love it.
Completely reworked combat system, and I am hyped.
Completely reworked everything, basically.
They took a year off for a reason.
Yeah. And you know what? It showed.
You can play as the eagle.
Yeah, which was actually really cool.
That was really cool.
Yep. I think they even mentioned the name of it. I forget the name. Your eagle does have a name.
Really? I don't remember that.
Yep. And it did. And I do remember you mentioning while we were watching the trailer. It looks like they took a note out of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, there are certain things that that I saw, like the jumping in the air, and then you like basically have a bow and you're like stuck in midair aiming the bow. Like that was from Breath of the Wild, but I know something else has done that too. I'm not saying Breath of the Wild started that, but that's like something I saw. It was really cool.
Yeah.
But like that, it fucking looks awesome. Like it doesn't look like a rehash Assassin's Creed. Like
and do you want to see the setting?
It's
Egypt.
It's in Egypt.
Fucking Egypt. That's awesome.
I don't know how they're gonna pull that off. I mean, it looks like they've really built up the world for it already.
Yeah.
Yep.
They did a hell of a job with it.
The only complaint that I have about the trailer is the fucking controlling arrow. That's the only problem that I have with it.
Oh, that it's like weird.
Yeah.
Like how you can
like I could count the pixels on the trail of the arrow.
Now, okay. The thing I kind of like about that, and that's a little opposite for me, it reminded me of Bulletstorm if anyone's heard of that game.
Oh.
Because there's a sniper rifle in that game where if you shoot it, you can control the bullet.
Yeah.
And it basically reminded me of that. I'm like, oh, I can finally control an arrow like that. That's fucking cool.
That is fucking cool.
And there was one thing that I really liked more about arrows was when he was using his bow and arrow and he rapid fired the arrows. I had to go back and look at it. He's doing a sort of combat style where he's holding a bunch of arrows in his right hand. He pulls it back, lets one go, and then immediately has another one ready to go. So he's not like fighting like Connor does in Assassin's Creed 3, where he fires one arrow, pulls another one out of the quiver. He pulls a handful of them out of the quiver, and then just goes. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, so this Assassin's Creed is looking pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, like, they've already been improving since Syndicate, but this is showing a hell of a lot more than what they did in that game.
Yeah, 100%.
And then we don't talk about that one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about Unity.
Fucking damn it! I was trying to be subtle about whatever. Want to move on to the next game?
Yeah,
because Assassin's Creed did a lot more Assassin's Creed in the Ubisoft now.
Yeah.
Then they talked about their mixer thing, which I think, Rose, if I'm correct, it's kind of like Twitch, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's basically like, you know how on PS4 you can stream on it. Yeah. That's basically like Microsoft's more improved version of the streaming system.
I mean,
for their console.
That's kind of cool. I mean, like, it's always like they're encouraging streaming more, which is nice.
Yeah. It's like the XSplit of Xbox. I'll say that because I'm feeling that they're gonna make you pay a subscription to use it, and then you could do buttfuck whatever with it and stream on it. At the same time, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's gonna flop. I do
too.
I don't think it's gonna work well.
I don't see anybody using it. I don't see anybody using it
because everyone has
using it. Just not
everyone has done pretty much like the traditional way of streaming on a console. Get a capture card, open up OBS or XSplit, connect a capture card to your computer, blah blah blah, boom, you're there, you're streaming. Like, everyone has done that. I don't think anyone's gonna switch over to Mixer like how they're saying like, oh, Mixer's gonna be the next big thing, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I've heard zero talk of Mixer ever since that conference.
Yeah, no one's gonna use it. It's gonna be a flop and a waste of time.
Don't quote us on that, but that's just our honest opinion.
Yeah.
All right, but the next thing that they talked about after that was PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is coming to Xbox, and they used the word exclusive,
which it totally isn't.
It's not. If it's on PC and Xbox, then it's not exclusive.
Yeah, they don't know what that word means anymore.
They kind of ruined the word exclusive and its meaning. We don't know what the fuck it's for anymore.
All right, 2016. Wait, no, that's this. Yeah, in the year 2016, they ruined the word innovation, and the word 2017, they ruined the word exclusive.
There's a whole bunch of exclusives that the word exclusive said during that entire conference.
It was. Yeah.
There really was. But I don't know how I feel about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds being exclusive on the Xbox.
People like the game. That's not the thing. It's like the code is exclusive to this console, we'll say. Like, the PS4 is not having this. That is kind of annoying. The game itself, a lot of people like.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I have seen people play Battlegrounds. Even the developer of the game is like always like improving it. I mean, they added like a dynamic weather system almost recently.
Yep.
And
so
they're
cool.
also adding a vaulting system, so like that you don't just climb out of the window. You can like barrel roll out of the window. You can quickly get out of a window. Stuff like that. Yeah, just vaulting. So that's cool. They're greatly improving the animations.
Yeah, and they're also optimizing the game.
And if you saw the trailer for it, that is not at all how PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is played.
Oh no, you will most likely never see that shit happen.
Like you could see multiple people like shooting at each other down the hallway. No, everyone's running around trying like chickens with their head cut off.
Everyone's running around like it's a like shit fest or something going on.
Yeah.
Like, oh god. What I like about Battlegrounds before we move on is that you can go like solo, or you can play modes that are like it's the same thing, but it's team based. So you can have like a partner or actually like a squad of people.
I like the idea of a squad.
Yeah, because then like it's not like the culling or whatever other game. Yep, H1Z1 or any other game.
H1Z1 does have a squad setting. It does have a 4-man squad setting.
That's true. Like any game that tries to resemble the Hunger Games, sort of.
Yeah,
That sort of thing. Like you can actually have a team on this game, and I appreciate that a lot because you don't see that in those games at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only see people like, saying like vocally like, "Oh, hey, let's be in an alliance."
Pretty much.
Yep.
But those are that we don't have to talk too much about Player Unknown Battleground because it was just a console, announcement.
Yeah. So after that, they announced an indie title, Deep Rock Galactic, which one of my notes that I have down for it is just Minecraft in space with guns and aliens.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, also dwarves.
Yeah.
It's about dwarves. Like one of the lines that is said, a dwarf shouts out, "I can't feel my beard." And another one of my notes just says, "Looks like the Yogscast had some part in this game."
God damn.
Because if you've ever watched the Yogscast, one of their big songs, Minecraft parody songs that they've released, is "Diggy Diggy Hole," which is about dwarves.
Jesus Christ. That.
Also, it's a fucking classic. It's great.
All right, calm down there.
I'm sorry, the inner Minecrafter came out.
Like, okay, I'm gonna be honest with Minecraft. Like, it's like really, it was like a good game. Now it's like
we'll get onto it. We'll do that. We'll do that.
Yeah, that's true.
But after Deep Rock Galactic, we're not going to be too much on it.
Yep.
State of Decay 2.
Yay!
We finally get a trailer for State of Decay 2.
That fucking trailer for gameplay was pretty fucked.
It was brutal.
It was pretty brutal, yeah.
The graphics look a little bit better than the last game. I can still see a little bit of choppiness here and there, but it's still. I think it's probably still probably alpha or beta.
And for those who don't know about State of Decay, if you die, like if a character dies, they're dead. They're gone.
It's basically hardcore mode, like automatically. There's no like respawn. There's no like that character will come back. Anytime you play on it, it's the same shit. You're gonna end up dying and you'll be dead forever.
Yeah. What I want to know is, like, say if you're buying State of Decay 2 on the same account that you had almost State of Decay 1, can you bring that one character over that you
We
kept
don't know
alive?
what the story will be yet, so we don't know if like it'll have the same people from the first game or it'll be just an entirely new cast.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
Like, yeah, that's one thing that's true about that. They might find a way to like make you like get some sort of bonus or like a carryover to the game if it detects a save.
Or like
but
if you own State of Decay 1, like you own this quote unquote legendary character, which the legendary character would be like a character from the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would actually be nice.
It'd be cool. I think that would be something like a reason for people to get the first game if they haven't already.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't played State of Decay.
I didn't either, but I saw Achievement Hunters Michael. He did a full playthrough of it. I watched the entire thing. It was great.
Jason plays it.
Yeah, our one friend Jason, Burning Peace, he's a big fan of the game, and he is so ready for State of Decay 2.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right.
Moving on from State of Decay 2.
Moving on, Darwin Project.
That one was weird.
That was a clusterfuck of a showing for it.
I am interested. I'm interested in this. I'm not sold on it. I'm interested because it's a battle royale with shoutcasting. So if like a very famous Twitch streamer can shoutcast my game, I'm in.
Like I don't know, like whenever it started happening and then like the gameplay started and then the shoutcasting happened, I was just sitting there like, what the fuck is going on here? What am I looking at?
It's just another hero game.
Yeah, it's another hero game, and
which is not bad.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
It's not bad, but I'll say right now, it is certainly annoying to see more.
Yeah, because a lot of hero games have been appearing more recently, ever since Overwatch came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, the problem, too, is that, like, some of these games that, like, have come out after Overwatch have been in development way before Overwatch came out.
Which is freaking, like, so random, you know? Like, Overwatch came out of nowhere, and now all these hero games come out, even though they've been in development even longer. It's like, oh, fuck, we can't compete.
Yeah, like, we can't compete anymore. People are going to think that we're trying to rip off Overwatch. And you know what? That's like one of the worst things that's going to happen now whenever people try to release these kinds of games.
like what would happen with Battleborn and Paladins, because Paladins was actually in development before Overwatch.
Yeah.
If you look back at the records of it, it started development way before Overwatch, and they just had a lot of cutbacks. Yep. So a lot of people were like, "Oh, they copied Overwatch." Actually, no.
No. So to be honest, I feel like the Darwin Project is going to get that same treatment. Even if it is a bit different, because it's a battle royale game, it's a bit more different than what Overwatch is giving, but it's certainly going to get the same treatment no matter what.
Yeah. And so, I've been watching a few things about the Darwin Project. Apparently, you know how that one person they were fighting got a shield at one point through it, like a bubble around them? That was apparently given to them from a Twitch viewer.
Weird.
Oh, that's interesting.
So if the Twitch chat can have an effect on the game, if possible, if that's what I gather.
No, that reminds me of Choice Chamber.
Oh, Choice
Chamber.
Chamber.
Or like on this game, it was a choice. It's a side scroller game where Twitch chat can give you shit, and whatever they give you, you get.
Yeah.
That's
or like what Cluster Truck does, where you can turn on the Twitch function and they can modify the trucks.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, hearing that now, because I didn't hear that until now. That is certainly an interesting take on that. That's definitely going to cause a lot of changes to like how people have to play the match.
But say if there's an esports scene that comes out of this, and there's a crowd favorite.
Yeah.
Well, they'd turn it off.
They'll have to turn it off. Yeah, definitely.
They'd have to.
So yeah, I want a lot more information on this game. I want to see where this game goes. I think it'll be, if they do it right, I think it'll be a great game.
Yeah,
it should be cool.
If they do it right, awesome. Most likely though, we're gonna have that problem, like I said earlier, with how people think it's a ripoff of Overwatch. Yeah. We'll have to see how it goes.
The next thing we have up, Minecraft.
It's
happening.
Fucking Minecraft.
Well, we'll just say this: we're getting 4K Minecraft. Cross-platform play. We're getting larger servers. I used to play Minecraft a hell of a lot back when I played Xbox 360.
Same.
And a huge thing that we were always got tired about. We were only limited to 8 people on console per server, but now they're getting like 8, like a whole bunch of people per server, and I'm just like,
yeah.
I wish I was still playing this.
I mean, like, I've been playing Minecraft ever since like. Maybe like, well, not 2009. That's when it first came out, but more like later on.
I burned your house down.
Like
you did.
Like 10 or 11.
Yeah, 10 or 11. And so I've been in this game for a hell of a long time, and seeing that's actually pretty cool because now you get to have massive servers on like consoles too. But I fucking hope for one thing with Minecraft. Please, and I mean please. Don't try to overcomplicate it or try to make money off of this. Because I bet you they will try that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, massive servers, $20 a month, or $100 a month.
Oh, yeah, please don't do that.
Yeah, that sort of subscription-based thing. Because Realms was like that. And you can only get up to 8 people on the server at once. So, what the fuck? It's like they want us to, like, just not use Realms whatsoever. Because there are much better solutions for it.
Yeah. Moving on, because I know not a lot of us just want to stay on Minecraft for a while. Oh, wait. Actually, before I say that, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
One more thing before we move off of Minecraft.
You almost forgot it, didn't you?
Super duper graphics.
So apparently we played Minecraft for the graphics ever since we started playing it. So let's to just say it right now, for those of you that have played Minecraft on PC and have actually tinkered around with mods, or I've seen YouTubers with mods like Captain Sparkles, Toby Games, blah blah blah, there is a mod known as Sonic Ether Shader mod, and basically that's what that pack is. It's just the shader mod, but actually
I hope they I hope they bought the rights from the shader guy.
Well, I mean, like, it was free. That's the thing with it.
I know, but I still hope they at least just give them credit for it.
Yeah, I mean, like, if there's one thing to say about that, that's what the guys over at Mojang have been doing, like, for a while now. I mean, a lot of the things that have come out from Minecraft have just been rip-offs or like just stealing from modders and just declaring it their own.
Yeah.
So
controversy for another day.
That's controversy for another day. Most likely, we're gonna see the same thing with this. So, my Mojang, you're not on my favorites list right now. Assholes.
What was
Well,
the
we
next
don't
thing?
know that. We don't know that yet. The next thing is Dragon Ball FighterZ.
I could talk a little bit about that because it's kind of cool with the whole 3D, 2D fighting. They finally made a Dragon Ball game that's kind of decent at a fighting because recent times they've been doing just 3D Battlefield game for that. Now they're doing like what Street Fighter 4 does, where it's like the characters are 3D but the fighting stage is 2D.
Yeah, I like
is
I
better.
like that format. King of Fighters 14 did that. Like they went from like a 2D palette to like 3D character models and like like everything seems rendered out.
Yeah, a lot of people have wanted this. I mean, I personally don't really play Dragon Ball games. I just like watching it. I don't really play it, but I mean, it's cool.
I remember like the older Dragon Ball games, like where they had like that 3D Battlefield sort of aspect to it.
Yeah.
It
was
I
cool.
like
I
those
never played
because
Dragon Ball games, to be honest.
I only watched my cousins play it, but like
played
I
the
like
fuck ton of
I like
games,
those
too.
games. I feel like this one like they could have tried that for newer consoles, but I guess they just went with the 2D aspect only.
I think they're aiming for a more competitive scene.
Yeah,
I think that's what
Possibly.
they're doing.
I mean after Xenoverse, I mean who could blame 'em?
Yeah. Moving on from that, this was presented with the title exclusive again.
Yep.
Black Desert Online.
Another console release. Yeah.
For a
not
PC
a-
game,
on the
for a
better
console
route.
release for a PC game that has been out for years by now.
I personally don't have much to say about this game. I've never played it. All I know is that people were like, "This is okay."
What I heard about Black Desert Online is that it does things that other MMORPGs don't do. The combat is fucking amazing.
I heard that, yes.
There's also a equipment/weapon rental system, like where you can actually like if you're going on raids or anything, and you're like if you're like like
Under
down on
level, you can
weapons, yeah, you can just rent out armor and weapons despite your level.
Sweet.
And it's pretty cool. They try things that other RPGs don't do, but I think the one thing that people still have troubles with is the grind. Like it's
Yeah, a
not
lot
it's
of
not
people
bad.
Are
It's,
not committed to grind enough.
it's not as bad as say like the original Destiny when it first came out, but it's still there. You can still notice that there's a grind to get to a certain thing.
Really.
Though,
Yeah.
in my opinion, I feel like if I were to actually try to play it on PC, I feel like I would love it. People actually praised the game a hell of a lot before, or like it got really popular because of its character customization. So people on
I
Xbox
wanna-
are going to enjoy that.
I will like to try out the game one day, but I'll definitely do it for PC instead because it'll be more free.
Yeah,
More free.
I mean, like it came out on Steam like a few weeks ago, finally, and it's I don't know how it works because it doesn't say like if there's a subscription, but it's $10. If like
I,
by
I know
itself.
people are gonna say something about my comment more free. It's because I don't have to pay for online.
Yeah.
On my
Yeah,
PC.
that was the problem with Final Fantasy XIV Online. You have to pay for subscription on your internet or your online play, and then you also have to pay for subscription on the game.
So like if you're like paying like say like $10 already like per month on PlayStation, and you get a subscription, that's like another $10. So you're paying $20.
Yeah.
Yep,
like for
basically.
Xbox, I think it's every 3 months you pay $25.
Same thing. Yeah, same thing goes
I don't.
for the,
I don't want to.
PS4.
I don't want to pay an extra $10 for the subscription on there.
Yeah, that shit gets expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That's
know.
that's just unnecessary billing. That's kind of why I've just switched over to PC. I don't want to keep wasting my funds on a console subscription that I am barely using at this point.
Yep. All right.
But moving on to a game that looks beautiful. Last night,
Definitely
I barely remember it, but I wanted to go back and look it up.
I am the most. I think I'm the most hyped out of our
Whoa,
group because-
son. Remember when we were first watching it? I was literally pumped up for it already because I love that kind of art style. I love those kinds of games.
Yeah.
It looks
It's a-
dark and gritty.
Yeah, it's dark and gritty, and it's 3D pixelated, and it's the animation is fluid. It's fluid as hell.
Yeah, definitely. It feels like a lot of love was poured into this game, and it's an indie game. So, yeah, definitely a lot of love was poured into this game, and I cannot wait to see if it comes out on Steam. Please, for the love of God, please, Microsoft, don't fuck it up.
I think it said that it'll be released on the Windows 10 store.
Ooh.
No, fuck that. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot barge pole. Nope, not at all.
All right, fair enough then.
It's absolutely terrible because you could thank Quantum Break for showing that. That's why it was on Steam.
Yeah. Now there is one more indie title that I think we really want to small touch on it. Artful Escape.
That game looks ridiculous.
The game that looks you look like you're on LSD. I was supposed to say assisted.
Yes, the only note that I have for this game is drop acid before playing.
It's definitely one of those games where you want to be on some sort of like hallucinogenic because Jesus Christ, why wouldn't you be? It already looks like you are on one.
If you haven't watched the video, it's like it starts out with a guy just running, then suddenly he pulls out a glowing white guitar, starts playing it, and he starts jumping through the air and flying, and I'm just like, what is happening?
A lot of crazy shit happens in that trailer. And then I love the release. I love what they said for the release date. Like it said, like coming out whenever we feel like it.
Did it really say that?
I thought it was like whenever it's ready.
Yeah, whenever it's ready.
I didn't notice that. We're not going to talk about Code Vein. None of us are really into it. It's an anime-esque game. Like we're fans of anime, but we're not really into it. It kind of looks like reminiscent of Prototype, if you ask me.
I don't know. It seems more like a. I don't want to say it's like a Tales game because it doesn't really look like a Tales game.
Yeah,
it kind of looks like a Tales game.
Okay, it kind of does.
Yeah, maybe it'll be surprising. We'll hear more about it in the future. We don't know. We'll see.
Oh, Velvet Crow shows up in the game.
Velvet Crow DLC.
Dude, don't even joke about that. She's the best.
She's beast. She's a beast.
Next up, Sea of Thieves.
It's poo-poo.
Not even fucking interested. No, why are we even talking about it?
I was looking at it and like.
Well, the only
look at these guys making themselves useful, and they're like doing like they're raising the mast and all that. I'm just like, my friends would do none of this.
No, here's the thing. The reason why I'm not interested in this is because of another game we're going to talk about later down the road on the Ubisoft panel.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And if there is one more thing I would like to talk about Sea of Thieves. When you jump into the ship's cannon to be launched over to the other ship, and the people on the other ship start coming at you one by one. That would not happen in online.
Literally everything.
They would come at you in a dog pile.
Everything in that gameplay demo was just completely fake.
Yeah.
Come on, at least try to make it seem like that's how it would be when you experience it. Because that's the one thing that got me disinterested. I'm like, none of this is gonna happen. You're making this look too good.
Yeah. Another title that's coming out that we're not really interested in. Super Lucky's Tale.
Trying to be Banjo-Kazooie-esque.
It feels like they're trying too hard to make a mascot game.
Yeah.
They're trying to be Banjo-Kazooie sort of.
Yeah, it's a Banjo-Kazooie reminiscent game.
It really is.
We don't really want to talk about that one. Cuphead. This was announced 2 E3s ago, and we're finally getting a release date, September 29th. I think that this looks great. I want to play this game.
I think it's actually already out.
Is it really already out? I thought it was out there. What?
Well, not on console. Wait, hold on, let me see here. Oh, yeah. Never mind. What?
You lied to me.
What I don't fucking understand is that, it seems that they're putting a hell of a lot of time into this thing. They really are.
Yeah, it's got like an old Disney sort of art style to it.
Yeah, it's got like the old Steamboat Willie sort of art style.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Steamboat Willie! I forgot about that.
It's pretty fucking cool. By the way, that's going to be.
It was announced back in 2014.
Yeah, it's a pretty old game. Well, pretty old game to be honest, because it's already been in development for so long.
Yeah.
But I wonder what caused them to take so much time to make it. I'm curious about that.
looks over any other fucking game that's been announced and takes years. Looking at you, Kingdom Hearts.
Looking at you, Final Fantasy 15.
Speaking
10
of
years.
Kingdom Hearts, really quick. This wasn't at E3, but it was announced during E3, not at the conference, but it was like during one of the nights of E3. Kingdom Hearts 3 got a new trailer, and it's getting even more stuff coming July.
It also has been teased for the final announcement in July.
Yep. So after that, we're not going to be seeing anything Kingdom Hearts-wise in a long time.
We don't know that. They might give us the release date.
Well,
I mean, like, they give us the release date.
I mean, like, people have already said, like, well, for like news sources and stuff, like, we're not going to be seeing that game for years. Most likely, we might see it next year. Maybe we might see it's 2019 or 2020.
Rose, devs lie a lot.
We'll see.
You remember what you? I know. Kingdom Hearts has this track record, but look at the Metro. They said that they were going to be showing a Metro game at E3. They showed a Metro game at E3.
No, they weren't going to They weren't going to release a game this year. That's what they said.
Okay, fair enough.
Moving on from that topic, though.
Yeah, moving on from that topic, we're done. We're done here. Cuphead is done. Crackdown 3. Terry motherfucking Crews.
Terry Crews, yeah, Terry Crews.
That was amazing.
That was the highlight of that one game. Like I didn't want anything else other than Terry Crews' voice in my head. If he's voicing the main character of that game, it hasn't been confirmed.
He is.
He is.
It said that he was.
Oh yes. Oh,
it's just bringing us ever so closer to him becoming Doomfist.
Please let me Doomfist. Overwatch,
where the fuck
please.
is Doomfist? Yeah, where the fuck is Doomfist?
Soon. Alright. Yeah, but they're giving us destructible environments again. Hopefully even more destructible than Crackdown 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because from what I heard, you might be able to just level the entire city. Who knows?
That'd be cool.
That would be awesome and really, like, consuming in terms of, like, how it would run.
Okay. I would like to see it, like, when you've destroyed the entire city. Like, will there be people on the streets, or will there be people just, like, still walking around, going about their daily lives?
Yeah, like, or will your computer be completely broken?
Yeah. Alright, Ashen. The Dark Souls Bloodborne styled game.
It's basically an indie Dark Souls game.
Yeah, it's an indie Dark Souls. It definitely does feel that way. I mean,
it looks heavily story driven.
Even the narrator feels that way. She sounded so Dark Souls like.
Yeah. It looks really good though.
Personally, I like Dark Souls games. I like Bloodborne games. I'm not super into this one.
This one piques my interest because of the art style. I'll say.
Yeah, I like the art style. Because one thing that you don't see the characters' faces, they don't have a facial expression.
Yep.
So I think that would be an interesting way to try and figure out the emotion that they're going through right now, during a specific scene, you know.
Imagine like they're fighting a gigantic monster and you can't even see what they are, but in your mind you would think they'd be screaming right now.
Yeah.
Internal screaming.
Oh Jesus.
And after Ashen, we get into Life is Strange Before the Storm. Rose, take it away.
Okay, so if you guys don't know Ray Narvez Jr., if there's one thing I can say about it, those were my beans. Those were definitely my beans. But at the same time,
that's all you need to say.
That's all I have to say about it. Well, that was the original Life is Strange, but this one is a prequel to Life is Strange. So we're gonna be seeing Chloe Price here, her story, and what she's doing with. This is the story of a teenage girl becoming pretty much the most miserable character you will ever fucking meet in a video game ever. That's what I'll say right now. So they're not. It's not being made by Don't Nod, the original guys behind Life is Strange. It's I think it's like an American company actually, not Canadian, or French. I think Donut's French. But
French Canadian.
But hopefully we see less hellas and
oh my god,
and stupid words.
Yo, Max, that was hella lit, fam.
dabs
while spinning fidget spinners.
Oh, how much you want to bet there's gonna be a dab at one point?
No. But if there's another thing about it, you get to see more lesbianism. That's what I'll say about it, because that's what it was.
Bring on the lesbos.
That's what was highlighted in Life is Strange, lesbianism.
Next up, this is one game that a lot of us are excited for. Middle-earth: Shadow of War.
Oh, that shit looks
I loved
cool.
Shadow of Mordor so much. I love Shadow of Mordor.
I'll tell
this
you
is
this
gonna be
right
awesome.
now, people. Whoever's playing that game later on, if you kill Bruce or Bruz, whatever his name is, I hate you.
Yeah, dude,
Bruce
that guy.
Bruce the Aussie orc.
The Aussie comedic orc.
Awesome.
You can possess field bosses and make them your friends.
It is amazing.
It is awesome. I feel like they really outdone themselves on this game, and we
Combat
haven't even gotten it yet.
Yeah, combat system looks great, as per usual with Middle Earth. Hopefully this time this game doesn't end with a quick time event.
Yeah, that was a big mistake on their part.
That was complete shit. I'll say that.
Yeah, but I have high hopes for this game, even though the last game was mediocre at best.
Yeah.
It was.
But let's have high hopes for it.
I
And
feel
now
like
this is
Shadow. Actually, before we go on,
Okay,
I
yeah,
feel
go
like Shadow of Mordor was more like a pretty good game, because it was actually like a pretty good like game that tied into like that sort of universe.
yeah.
They really
at
did.
the time I think the Hobbit movies were just starting to come out.
Yes, I think.
I think so. Don't quote us on that.
Yeah, don't quote us on that.
Quarters on it.
But-
Quarters on it.
No. But
20 corrections afterwards.
it was a good tie into the people who were following both the movies and the games. Like, you got a little something extra.
Yep.
Yeah.
But moving on, Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
I'm extremely excited for this one.
Excited.
Oh my god!
It was super depressing.
The music made me want to cry, and what I was watching made me want to cry, and
Wait,
it was just
what?
reminiscent of Ori.
What? You weren't in tears when you were watching it?
No, because I was being a man.
Get out.
You don't have to fucking fuck you.
I'm joking.
I was crying during that entire fucking trailer.
Well, you're
No,
really.
not the entire time, but like halfway through the trailer, I started like tearing up. I'm like, oh
Wow,
my
you're
god,
a
it's so
pussy.
depressing.
Just kidding.
Another thing that I also loved was that when they were showing off the game, they had an actual pianist sitting on stage,
Oh yeah.
playing out the soundtrack. I was like, yes, this is how it should be done.
I like how most of us didn't know what the fuck it was until like I just said, "Is this Ori?"
Until Ori showed up. Like, is this? We were like, is this Ori?
We
Is
kept
this
saying
Ori?
that.
Then Ori had to walk onto the screen. I'm like, yes, it's Ori. Yes.
I love that game so much.
Like, we had to like think about it for a moment after you said that. We're like, that does look like the Ori's art style.
Yeah.
Like, and then like Ori jumps up. We're like, oh my god, it is.
Dude, I
Yeah.
was so happy
my
to see
own.
it.
My only 3 notes for Ori and the Will of the Wisp is pianist with beautiful sound, amazing art style. I'm gonna cry.
It looks really fucking depressing. It really does.
Well, Ori and the Blind Forest was a very depressing game.
Yeah, this one's gonna be even more depressing. I bet you.
All right.
Don't say
and
that.
now, after a very, very, very high note of the conference, we're gonna go into a sort of controversial point of the conference.
Oh god, here we go.
Anthem.
The reason why it's controversial, or whatever the fuck word is, it has the Destiny syndrome.
Yep.
We might be getting another Destiny because today it was announced, or I listened to an article from the No, that Anthem is basically pulling a Destiny and saying that it's a 10-year journey. And if you remember correctly from Destiny, they said the same thing before it was released, and now we have Destiny 2. They cut off what the Cabal is doing right now in Destiny 2. That was supposed to be a DLC.
Yep.
This was slated as a DLC originally. Like we had the huge map of all the DLCs coming up from Destiny, and halfway through they turned it into Destiny 2.
Yep.
And as someone who played Destiny for how many years has it been out?
2 years, 3 years almost.
3 years?
20, yeah, no, it came out in
It'll be
2013.
I played it for like a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
I put maybe I got it when it just came out. I bought the $60. Wait, no, I bought the $100 version.
What the fuck?
I bought the $100 version. I got the $30 guidebook. I got all the DLCs that have been released.
Jesus.
And now it's a Destiny 2?
By the way, it came out in 2014. Just wanted to correct myself there.
Okay. But anyway, I'm getting off topic here. Destiny 2 isn't until Sony. But
Anthem's going to turn into that.
It looks great. It looks great, though. I will say that it looks great. It looks like Destiny mixed with Division.
I'll tell you that right now. That isn't how it looks like on the Xbox.
Oh, no, it won't. That is definitely PC.
Yeah, they use the PC for that. But oh my god,
but granted, it's still only been a week since it's been announced, and we're not getting it till like late 2018.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it keeps going, and we'll hopefully see if it gets better.
It certainly
if
looks.
They don't pull a Destiny.
They certainly looks like really interesting. I love that BioWare is going with a new concept. Like seriously, thank God, because I've been wanting something else than Dragon Age or Mass Effect, and I mean like just hearing about like that whole like 10-year like path that they're going through with this game. The game's not even out yet. They don't even know it's gonna do well or not. So this is fucking terrible. That's all I'll say right now. It looks promising, but we don't know if it is gonna hold up to that.
Yeah, it could literally come out and be like shit.
Yeah, we said that for the Division. It's not really that great.
Yeah.
So
and that basically concludes Microsoft.
Yeah.
Although, if there is one thing that I am very sad about.
What?
There was no Halo anniversaries announced.
You were so devastated by that.
I was devastated. I wanted Halo. I wanted a Halo 3 anniversary or a Halo Reach anniversary. I would have been ecstatic. If they had, I would have given Microsoft a 10 out of 10. How could you go to E3 and not have basically your flagship
they showed off Halo Wars 2 DLC?
I think they just relied mostly on like in terms of like their own shit, like just the console.
Yeah.
Like just that, which looked like a Tetris block when I first saw it.
A Tetris block.
It really does. It really fucking does. I bet you if you were to put it on like that like 2D like palette of like the Tetris thing, and then like make it go down, no one would know the fucking difference. It'd just be like, whoa, there's like a thingy with the it looks like a bee. I don't know. It looks like a bee block or something.
All right.
That's Microsoft.
Yeah, that's Microsoft.
6 out of 10 to me.
6 out of 10 for Max.
I give it a 5 out of 10. I felt like they had like they said they showed off like 40 something games there, but it was mostly indie. And
yeah, it was mostly indie.
Some of them were rehashes.
All of them were exclusives.
All of them were exclusives and rehashes or just utter piece of shit. And there's some that we talked about just now that were good. So there are some exceptions, but most of it was just rehashes.
Yeah. But for me, myself, 6.5 out of 10 for Microsoft. Nice try, guys, but you weren't the best this year.
Yep.
And as a former Microsoft fanboy says, who 1 year had to admit Sony won.
Now let's move on to the best conference of the year. No, that's a fucking lie.
It's a shitstorm. That's what it was.
We are going to the most controversial conference of the year. We are talking about Bethesda.
Bethesda, the pieces of shit of the gaming industry now.
We'll get to the most controversial part when we get to it. But we're going to start off with the least controversial part. Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind.
I just wanted to tell you that, hey, look, this exists.
Hey, you know how you guys want a Morrowind remake? Well, we're just going to put it on Skyrim Online instead. So, fuck you.
They just did that just so that people knew, like, hey, this exists. Just saying that right now in case you didn't know that. Oh wait, did you already know that? I'm sorry, we just wanted to say it anyway.
Yeah. Oh hey, how about you guys with a huge amount of space in your room? You want to play Doom and Fallout 4 in VR? Yeah, sure, go ahead. How about that?
I'll say Doom is promising in terms
Doom
of VR.
Doom looks promising. Fallout 4 looks like Fallout 4.
I pointed it out, by the way, with Doom VR, that Doom is known to be fast-paced. That doesn't look fast-paced.
Oh no, they definitely have to slow down the pacing for that.
Yeah, I just don't like that. To be honest, it looks interesting because it's VR, like how they're gonna do that. But to me, to be honest, I've played the original Doom games like all the way through. I don't think changing the pacing of that game is a good idea whatsoever, even if you're making it VR based. So that's a bad idea.
Next up after those two VR games, Rose's the only time I heard Rose cheer throughout the entire Bethesda conference, Evil Within 2.
That was one clusterfuck of a trailer.
Yeah, it was confusing as all hell.
It was, but I fucking loved it. It really was. It's like that weird trailer that it's like, oh my god, so fucking weird, but I love it. That's how I felt during that entire trailer. And I feel psyched that they're actually doing a Evil Within 2, because like the first game, I'm not gonna say it was awesome because it wasn't. It was pretty good, and I fucking love the fact that Shinji Mikami, which is like fucking famous like game director there, like they made that game. Like they pretty much directed the entire game. I wonder if he's making a return for this one, but at the same time, I hope they don't go into batshit crazy, weird stuff at the second half of Evil Within 2. I hope they don't pull the first game with it, because that's the only problem that I have with the first game. The first game, halfway through, the first half was good. Second half, I don't know what the fuck was going on. That's how I felt. What the fuck is this?
Now, for the next two, these were the only two times I cheered during the Bethesda conference. First one, Wolfenstein 2.
Wolfenstein was awesome.
That was cool.
What was it, Shadow of the Colossus? Wait, no, that was the previous one. I'm sorry.
That was Sony conference.
One. Yeah. Wait, what?
You're confusing him.
Oh wait, yeah, Shadow. I'm thinking of Rise of the Colossus.
You confused the man.
I don't know.
I'm really confused right now.
Yeah, I was like, wait, no. I was thinking that was the subtitle, something of the Colossus. For Wolfenstein 1, whatever.
So,
but anyway, we're getting Wolfenstein 2. That looks great as usual.
It's awesome, and you know what? I love what they're doing with the game, because they're taking it here. They're taking it to America, and they're showing like what it would be like, if it was like under like Nazi control, and I love that. I really love those kinds of takes on those games, because it's like, what if this was this instead of what we know now?
Yeah. From what I hear throughout the entire first level, you play in a wheelchair.
I really wonder how that fucking works.
I want to know how that works, and if you are, I would love to shoot some Nazis in a wheelchair, just running around with a machine gun, while popping a wheelie on your wheelchair.
That would be
got
crazy.
the full like what do you call it? The gown on for a patient.
Oh, patient's uniform.
Yeah, patient gown, whatever.
It's a gown.
Where it's, yeah.
I would know.
Yeah, I know. You wore one for like a month. All right. And then after Wolfenstein, well, at the end of the Wolfenstein thing, actually, we saw a little bit of a LSD trip.
Yeah, you seem to be on a bit of an LSD trip. You actually take acid in that game. And I'm guessing those are going to be like side missions or something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It'll be how like the other Wolfenstein game had, where like you suddenly were in the older games.
Oh yeah. I love that. Oh my god, I love that Easter egg, by the way.
It changes from like the 3D to like the pixelated, all that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fighting Mecha Hitler.
Yeah, that's how they did it, remember?
Yeah.
It was the secret levels.
Oh, that would be great.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did it again.
Yeah, as you all noticed, we're all fucking fans of fucking Wolfenstein.
It's a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Quake
Champions.
Was cool. I wanted to sign up for the beta.
Has made a return, everybody, and we're already getting esports for it again.
Yeah, they're immediately getting into the esports like scene with that game, and that's crazy.
And if you go back on YouTube and watch any Quake tournament, it's hectic as all hell, and it's fast paced and awesome.
It is. I feel like if we were to like put all the esports teams together, I feel like that would be the most entertaining to watch, because holy fuck is it so fast paced.
Yeah, it really is.
if there is one thing I don't quite like about this Quake, it's another hero shooter. It's got like
it became a hero shooter.
It's Quake Champions.
It definitely became a hero shooter.
And I haven't played the beta yet. I haven't downloaded it. I have not yet to touch it. I don't know why I haven't touched it.
Same here.
Is the beta out?
The beta's been out.
Oh, fuck. I forgot.
Yeah. I want to go play it. I'll probably play it tonight or tomorrow. No, I'm gonna play Overwatch tonight. But yeah, I'll play it and I'll probably post my review of it on Twitter or something to give it a quick thought.
It fucking sucks. Sorry.
Shit.
But yeah, enough about Quake. Dishonored 2 DLC.
I like the Dishonored series. I do.
Yeah.
I just wish they would fix their game.
Dishonored was awesome, but Dishonored 2, please, just fucking fix it for the love of God. What are you doing? Oh.
If you don't know what we're talking about.
So, Dishonored 2 first came out. Everyone was hyped and shit. Everyone went to go play it, or they probably had it pre-installed or something. And the first thing that everyone had was they were plagued with frame rate issues and bugs.
Yeah, not good. Not good.
And just to tell you how bad it was, imagine a guy with a super crazy, like, balls-to-the-wall PC trying to run it, and they can't even run it, like, even in 1440p on ultra settings, 60 FPS and over. Like,
That's not good.
It was
That's
insane. No one could even play that game. I mean, like, people suffered through it, I guess. Some people didn't have the issues as bad, but it's still bad. And the reason why...
Console was fine.
Yep. And this is why you don't work on... I mean, like, because you know how Doom was on the newer tech engine when they were talking about it?
Yeah.
They used the older engine, which is the shitty engine, for that game. I don't know why. They could have waited. I don't know. They could have waited. It's garbage.
Yeah.
Trash.
And then finally for Bethesda, we have the biggest point of controversy coming out of E3 this year.
The biggest
Bethesda Creation Club.
Everyone hates it.
Basically a pile of shit that Bethesda just dropped on everyone.
I think Rose can explain it better than me. So Rose, can you explain it?
Basically their alternative to paid mods. That's the short part of it.
I was expecting an in-depth sort of
what
thing.
What they did for Creation Club was that, like, they pretty much work with people, like, with modders in the modding community for Fallout, Skyrim, whatever game that they're supporting for this stupid thing, and putting a price on it before putting it up on the Creation Club. What they're doing is that you have in-game credits. I don't know how you get it, probably via achievements or actions. And you may think that you guys are exaggerating this. No, the problem with it is that it's still microtransactions. You can pay to buy those credits. Now, here's the problem with it. People could just easily take those mods and then create something of their own and put it out for free.
And they have done that.
And they have done that. Well, actually, that's been mods the entire time. That is mods. They're not meant to be paid for. They're meant to be free. A way to enhance your game without having to put a price tag on it and call it a DLC.
Yeah. And if you remember correctly, a couple years back, they tried this again. They tried to do this back with Skyrim, with Steam trying to basically put a market on mods, and holy shit, there was backlash. Everyone
Loathed Bethesda for the next couple of days.
One of my friends kept saying it's not Bethesda's fault, it's Steam's fault. No, Bethesda has to clear this. A good portion of the money goes to Bethesda.
Yep. So this is another way of trying to get around it. They didn't learn their fucking lesson. That's what happened here.
They keep saying we love our modders, that we love our modders. No, you don't. You're trying to fuck over your modders while trying to help them.
You're trying to make a profit out of them, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, you're trying to make a profit off your modders, and that's not how it's done.
I bet the scenario for Bethesda with that is modder comes up to them with, like, here's this mod and stuff. I'm like, okay, cool, we'll help you with it, quote unquote. And they barely touch it, and then they just put it up for a price. No, I bet you they don't even give anything to the modder. It's like, it's up there now. You don't get anything out of it, but it's there. It's ours. It's Bethesda's officially.
This could be an assumption that they don't give much to modders. They could, but we don't know that. They barely tell us anything about it.
Yeah, they haven't told us anything, which is why everyone's like so like angry about it, and they try to correct it. But
they're pulling a Hello Games with No Man's Sky by going in the dark. Why are you keeping us in the dark about this?
Yeah.
People want to know.
They released a statement on it talking about no, it's not like paid. It's not paid or anything like that. You just need to get credits. Well, why?
How do you get credits?
Why do you have the ability to pay for it on the PSN store or the Xbox store? Like that's paid. You're buying credits.
Exactly.
You're turning it. You're turning your money into virtual money.
We should move on from this topic though, because everyone knows at this point.
Yeah,
if you go to their YouTube video, you can see there's a lot of dislikes.
There's a dislike. There's a big dislike ratio.
There's a
but
hate.
Anyway, moving on. Bethesda out of 10. I give it a 4.
I gave it a 4.
I give it a 3.
There you have it.
Bethesda, overall, Bethesda had the worst conference. You're not going to see us rating anything lower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, we move on to what we all agree as was the best conference.
The best and most shocking conference.
Yes, went from the worst conference to the best now.
Yeah. So
Ubisoft. We have Ubisoft.
And that's a surprise, literally.
It really is.
Because
huge surprise.
Everyone knows Ubisoft's reputation. Everyone
with E3.
doesn't like Ubisoft at times. Definitely. Especially with Unity and how they pull off some weird shit.
Yeah.
This year...
Hey guys, I have a potato in my hands. Oh wait, no, this is just Ubisoft servers.
This year, they took the crown on this one. Yes. They took the trophy home.
They did, in my opinion, at least. In our opinions, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
starting off, we had Mario Rabbids.
That was so random, and I fucking love that game.
It was random, and it was great. It's Mario and Rabbids and XCOM mixed together.
Fucking Shigeru!
Yeah, Shigeru Miyamoto showed up.
Yeah, Miyamoto walked up on the stage and started talking like, "Whoa, wait, Miyamoto's here!" And then he started praising the director of this game, and you could see the director in the crowd. He started crying.
I know, I would be.
Miyamoto is praising you. Like, yes, I would cry too.
That guy, man, dude, I feel happy for that guy.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I never heard of him before, but I feel happy for him.
With how like the Rabbids are, like, dude, no fucking shit would he give him praise. Because seriously, I love the Rabbids.
When I played Rabbids Go Home on the Wii. If you ever played Rabbids Go Home, it's basically like you have to make you're trying to make a tower out of junk to get to your home, which is the moon.
Yep.
And it's just fun, so much fun.
So imagine that, and well, not that exactly, but imagine the craziness of Rabbids mixed with freaking Mario.
That is the weirdest crossover I've ever heard.
Now you made me think to yourself, what kind of game am I seeing? It's fucking XCOM.
It's basically XCOM. And
they
pulled it off so well.
We were watching this with Ghost Phoenix 113 Ryan, and we were like, "Is this XCOM?" And we all basically like waited for Ryan to respond because like Jake, and Jason are all big fans of XCOM, and we hear him slowly say, "Holy shit, this is XCOM."
It really is.
They pulled it off well.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really fun game.
It's going to be a lot of fun and like seriously like strategy wise. Yeah, seriously strategy wise.
If granted, it will be on the Switch only. I won't be buying a Switch because I don't have enough money. But Max will be buying a Switch.
Max, you'll be buying a Switch.
Rose might buy a Switch if he gets a job.
What's a job?
What's a job?
I don't know. I need one.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I need one.
I need one too.
To the next game.
Yeah. AC Origins. We got 30 minutes of gameplay and
that was at the end though. We got the trailer right here.
We had the small little trailer and 30 minutes of gameplay at the end of the show. Mm-hmm. Let's just talk about them both now, so that we don't all have to
Yeah,
you didn't watch 30 minutes.
I didn't watch the 30 minutes, but you watched it, so you could.
I did. I watched it. It was a lot of what we saw originally, but also a lot more of the level system. There's skill trees. There's underwater fights. Yes, for once in fucking Assassin's Creed, you can be underwater with a spear fighting a fucking hippo. Yes, I just said that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, being underwater in general was impossible in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, you can. I think in Black Flag you can. That was just for the underwater sections, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, underwater level.
Like,
but
this
like,
one, you can freely.
that,
this one, you can. Yeah, it's like fucking.
This new one is really good. Anyone who has like said like, "Oh, Assassin's Creed is shit" or whatever, trust us. This one looks really good.
You might want to reconsider it for this one. Like Ubisoft has had like they have been like shitted on for like the past few years. This time, I feel like everyone should just give them a chance on this one, because during this entire conference, like I'm not gonna say like which one specifically, because we're gonna go through them. They really did pull off a hell of a conference.
They did a lot of good to the point where it's like, okay, I can somewhat forgive your actions before, not completely, but hell, you did a really good conference this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's promising.
And honestly, they did take a year off of Assassin's Creed. They didn't post. They didn't release a game last year.
Yeah, because they were turning into Call of Duty, where they were trying to rehash the same thing every half year or so.
So they took a break. They released their movie. Obviously, they had to probably take time with that, but not the gaming side of it. They probably had been working on Origins for a while.
Yeah.
This is the same guy, I think, who was who worked on Brotherhood. I think this was the same guy.
Hopefully,
the creative director. But they like we said before, they reworked the entire combat system and everything, and we are very excited for this game.
I don't know if there's a multiplayer yet. They'll probably announce it later.
They'll probably have a multiplayer.
Yeah.
It'll either be single player like Syndicate, or it will have multiplayer like Black Flag.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Next game we had was Crew 2, another racing game.
You called it too. You called the Crew.
Yeah, dude, they were making a second Crew already, because after the Crew 1, after they released Wild Run, which is like, that's how you do an expansion, by the way, because what they did was that they did a graphics enhancement for the entire game. We're not talking small, we're talking big. And they also did, like, they added new vehicles, they also added new like areas in the game. It was awesome. Crew 2, they took it up a hell of a notch. And we're talking planes, helicopters, fucking boats. Oh my!
Well, no, we won't be able to fly the helicopters. That was just we got
the planes.
Yeah, we got the planes. Yeah. Like, they really. Wow.
It's one of those racing games where you like, oh, it's just another racing game. No, this is actually a lot of shit.
Yeah, this is like, you can do more than that. You can do anything in terms of racing in that game. Not just car racing. No. They really went balls out for it. Though at the same time, I'm wondering, what are they doing with the setting? Is it going to be the same thing as the first game, where you can literally drive around all of the United States of America, or is it going to be in a certain area?
We'll find out.
Though I'm thinking
what was the next
one? The next one is South Park, the fractured butthole.
Before we continue with South Park, did you want to say one more thing, Rose?
If there's one thing I'll say, if they're actually doing the way that they did it in Crew 1, I hope that they actually increase the scale of the map.
They should.
So that it's closer. Well, not closer to like this of how it is, because it would take forever to get from anywhere, but much bigger.
Yep.
That'll be awesome.
So
no.
Right before, what was the next game again? You want to say it?
The fractured butthole.
South Park, everybody.
South Park, everyone.
So there's actually 2 South Park games that they talked about.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that.
We can talk about it because it's already it's a South Park.
We'll talk about it as well. South Park Phone Destroyer.
You gotta say it like how they said it.
Phone Destroyer.
There you go.
All right. But the only thing that I have written down for Phone Destroyer is yes.
Just yes.
Okay, like imagine if fucking Eric Cartman just suddenly FaceTime you and be like, "Hey, let's fight some people." It's like, yeah, okay. It's basically the fractured butthole, but on your phone.
Yeah. Oh my god! But the fractured
no, but
butthole.
They're playing Cowboys and Indians.
Oh yeah, they're playing Cowboys and Indians.
And a lot of other things.
Yeah, the fractured butthole. If you played the Stick of Truth, it was like an RPG, turn-based game. It was like you were a mage, you were a Jew. Yes, a Jew. I'm not even joking.
Yep.
A warrior, and a thief.
This game, you can be a fucking superhero.
Yeah, and I wonder.
Create your own superhero with your own powers. It's like yes.
And if you remember last year, your tragic backstory was that you saw your dad fucking your mom.
Oh yeah.
That was your tragic superhero backstory.
Yeah. Oh my god. And like the trailer that they showed for this game, it's like, oh fuck. They're really like definitely putting a hell of a lot more like of that South Park touch into the game.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, like a lot more than what they did for Stick of Truth. And oh man, it's gonna be awesome.
I'm pretty sure everyone's excited about this one.
Everyone's gonna fucking love it because they're enhancing what they done already for the Stick of Truth, and you're also back to being the asshole new kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I have to say,
you're being the shit new kid again.
Is Timmy being Professor Xavier is the best
Yes.
thing ever.
Yes.
You guys are being kind of douchebags. He just calls douchebags in my mind. He what?
He what? Oh my god.
If anyone listening has not seen the trailer for the Fractured Butthole, you need
Go
to.
see it
Go
right
see
now.
it. It's amazing and worth your time.
Also, Call Girl.
Oh my god.
That was just so fucking rad. So anyone
You
can
can
be
always rely on Call Girl.
Oh, so anyone can be a superhero nowadays, huh?
Is everyone now allowed to be a superhero?
Jesus.
Yes.
Yes.
It's gonna be another turn-based game, so have fun with that. Those are very fun.
Yeah.
After South Park, we had Transference. We didn't get any gameplay for this. It was a weird ass trailer for a VR game.
It might be a VR game.
Yeah, it's a VR game.
It looked like a terrifying VR game.
Wasn't Elijah Wood there?
Maybe.
I don't remember if it was Transference or another game.
I don't know if that was Elijah Wood.
I think it was Elijah Wood, if that was what I'm thinking of.
Maybe.
And then we'll have to look back at that.
Yeah.
We're not completely prepared since we're not watching everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just have a notepad up with notes.
Yeah.
What was the next thing? Because honestly, we don't know anything about Transference.
The next thing is Skull and Bones.
That looks cool.
Basically,
think of Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Black Flag's like
Ship combat system.
Ship
With
combat
co-op.
and expanded. Like it's a lot more than what you get in Black Flag.
I did find out there are mortars.
Oh yeah.
We saw in the trailer that all the ships were being highly coordinated, and we thought to each other like, we are not
we'll
going to
never
be
be
that
like that.
coordinated. Like there's no way in hell that we will.
No one's gonna be that coordinated.
It'll take a lot of practice.
It is gonna have a beta, so anyone who wants to sign up for it can.
Yes, but if the beta will have like limited amounts, so you have to sign up for it and then be on a waiting list.
Yeah, basically. So do it now.
Do it now. Don't wait.
I've done it.
I've done it already.
I did too.
But it looks exciting. Black Flag ship combat was amazing.
That's why I was saying before that other boat game that we talked about. I already forgot it. Sea of Thieves.
Yep.
Was like nothing in comparison to it.
Yeah. But
Also Kraken.
There's a Kraken.
There's a Kraken and Skull and Bones.
That's fucking terrifying.
Yeah,
Kraken.
We were like, are we getting Kraken? And then suddenly the ship gets pulled down like we're getting a Kraken.
We're getting a fucking Kraken.
Awesome.
All right. After that, we had Just Dance 2018.
Now, before we even move on, the Panda dabbed.
The Panda dabbed.
Here's my 4 notes for Just Dance. J-pop, J-pop. The Panda just dabbed. Why?
We don't like Just Dance. We're just gonna say it. Like if you
we're
like
not
it,
dancers.
More power.
I'm
to
a
you.
horrible dancer.
More power to you if you like Just Dance. That's fine.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah, we don't really like that game.
Now, one thing that I do wonder with Just Dance, will it be on the Xbox One X? Because I don't think they advertise if the Xbox One X will have a Switch or not.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
If the Xbox One X doesn't have a Switch, it's about fucking time that they realize that no one likes the Switch.
Yeah, you mean the Kinect?
I mean, not the Switch, the Kinect.
I was confused too. I was like,
I was thinking.
Oh, I don't know why I called it the Switch. The Kinect. I mean the Kinect. It's about time that
no one likes
no
the
one likes the
Switch.
Kinect.
no one likes a Switch. It's sold out everywhere.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I confused all of you and the viewers. Yeah, but you know what I mean. The Kinect. No one likes the Kinect.
No one likes the
Still,
Kinect.
though, I think it's okay to move on from Just Dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Starlink: Battle for Atlas. That was the one where it's like you can build your own ship on your controller.
Yeah, it has figure support. So think of like Amiibos.
Amiibo figure support, stuff like that. It's on Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch.
I'm going to be so honest. I felt so disappointed after I realized what the fucking game was gonna be. Because
this guy with the story.
Because like it could have been like the better No Man's Sky, because you know like how the trailer started. It looked like, oh, you're gonna be able to explore all these planets and shit.
Everyone thought that.
It would have been awesome that way, to be honest. But
to be fair, I think people around this time were not making a No Man's Sky kind of game because they were worried that No Man's Sky would have been awesome.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
It wasn't. It felt like a missed opportunity here because like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
That would be
so
awesome.
I don't know if we should stick on this one for too long because we have been doing this. We have been recording for a while and we're not even at Sony yet. So let's do a little faster.
Yeah, let's speed it up a bit. Steep Olympics. Okay, that's that.
The Olympic Games.
Steep Olympics. It's a snowboarding game.
I'll say though, proud of them because it's officially licensed for the Olympics.
Yes, it's cool. You know, snowboarding game. If you like snowboarding, you'll like it.
Yep.
Moving on.
All right. Far Cry 5.
Shit.
I chose not to watch any gameplay on this, but I'm okay with them talking about it.
It is
My body
beautiful.
is more ready than ever.
Dude! Oh, it's awesome.
I want this game inside me.
It's
I want to play this game so bad.
Like, literally,
I want it bad enough I didn't want to spoil myself on what E3 had to offer.
That entire gameplay demo was gruesome and fucking brilliant.
I'm gonna spoil a little bit of something for you here, Max. There was one part where the guy shot someone. Your dog partner was nearby. The dog was attacking a guy. The dog ripped the gun out of the guy's hands. You shot him, and then the dog brought the rifle to you. Jeez. I'm just like, good boy,
I feel like that's what dog should have been.
Yeah.
That's what dog meat should have been.
Yeah. Like, the entire premise of the game, it's like, holy fuck, we're dealing with a cult here in Montana.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I'm really excited for this. Like the main bad guy, like he was singing in the church, and I'm just like, holy shit, he's a great singer. I kind of don't know this guy.
He's a great singer, but he's evil. That's bad.
Yeah. But yes, I want this game. Holy crap.
It's awesome. Way better than Far Cry 4 already.
And now we get to the game that everybody got caught off guard by.
The shock of the conference.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
That game has not been ever recalled for years.
How long? When did they release Beyond Good and Evil?
2003, I think.
It has been 14 years.
It has been forever. Beyond Good and Evil came out back in 2003. You're right.
Yep, 2003.
It
November 11th.
A lot of people were shocked. A lot of people did see the leaks of this. It was actually leaked. I looked it up.
Leaked a year ago, yeah.
It was leaked. Yeah, it was leaked a while ago. It was also leaked to be shown at E3 this year. But for those who didn't know the leaks at all, holy shit, that was a shocker.
Yeah, it was. Wow. Like, we didn't even know what it was at first. We were like, is this a new IP? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then, like, when they showed the title...
Oh, yeah, everyone was like, what?
Everyone freaked the fuck out.
Also, as you can see, like, the way we're talking about this conference, like, the Ubisoft one, we've been praising most things. The only thing we really were, like, about was, like, the Just Dance thing. You can see why we believe this is the best conference.
Ubisoft did what E3 should be. Just announce great games, show awesome gameplay. Don't go on and ride your dick off about the company and whatever the fuck you do.
Yeah.
They
now,
went straight for it.
2, though, didn't show gameplay. We did not get gameplay. We just got a really cool freaking trailer.
Yeah.
I suggest seeing that trailer now if you have
when the ship took off and it started to blink in the title, we were like, "What?
Yeah.
What?"
That was
like,
insane.
pause. Like, what?
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just from all what we talked about, Ubisoft, rate it.
9 out of 10.
Give it a 9. Give it a 9.
Best conference this year.
Just Dance was the only low light, and that's why it's a.
It would have been a 10 if
9.
it weren't for Just Dance.
Yeah. And Transference, I didn't even know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, Transference.
Yeah.
But
moving on to the next big
Sony.
name.
Here we are, Sony.
They had a cool intro. They had a really cool intro with the water falling down and the band.
Problem was during the stream it had a lot of technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of buffering. There was bad audio
sound
at
quality.
the start.
If there's one thing that I'm glad for in that entire conference itself, Sony did not try to jab at the Xbox One X. They didn't try to give a response like, "Oh, here's our new console, the PS5 20 whatever the fuck, whatever."
$250.
Yeah. Just a little reminder, we have been going a little long, so let's try to speed this one up.
Okay. First up, we got Uncharted DLC and Horizon Zero Dawn DLC. Rose, I know, is excited for the Uncharted DLC.
The Uncharted one might be a possible standalone.
Really?
Yeah.
It could be a standalone.
Well, I mean, how they did it with Left Behind and The Last of Us, I wouldn't be surprised that it would be standalone.
Okay.
But that does take place after the Uncharted 4.
Yes. And then Horizon Zero Dawn. I was not expecting Horizon Zero Dawn to get a DLC so soon.
Yeah.
Me either. But it looks cool. We got a nice trailer.
I wouldn't mind trying it out. If
still,
I could get the game.
Same here.
Still looks great. We got more gameplay for Days Gone.
Days Gone looks cool. It's a zombie game that I'm actually looking forward to.
I am in love with Days Gone.
Days Gone is a beautiful baby. That's what I'll say.
Here's
right
the
there.
big but for me.
What?
I don't have a PS4.
Well,
yeah, that's true. You don't.
Well, you know what? Actually, no, that's a good thing because you didn't buy it before the PS4 Pro came out, so you can get the Pro.
Yeah, that's true.
You can either get the Pro, or I think they have that thing with PlayStation Now, but I don't know if that would have certain games.
I don't think it would have PS4 games, and I don't really recommend it as much because I use PS Now to play Catherine and stuff.
Is it bad?
It takes a fuck ton of internet, a hell of a lot of internet, and it mostly depends on your upload speed.
All right. Well, what's the next after Days Gone?
Monster Hunter World.
Not all of us here are super fans of that. I mean,
not a big fan of it.
It's Monster Hunter. It's your basic Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
it's bigger. It's crazier.
Open world, but
yeah, if you like Monster Hunter, you'll like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shadow of the Colossus remake.
Not expected. Did not expect that.
That was the biggest surprise for me because I love Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah. This isn't like an HD remaster. No, they straight up remade this game.
They are remaking the textures for this game. They are making it look beyond godly. And it's who it is by? You know who's doing the remaking?
Who?
Blue Point. Those are the guys that did the Uncharted collection, the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, and any other thing, the Jak and Daxter collection too, along with Ratchet and Clank. They have done amazing at doing those remasters.
They are pretty good.
They are really good. They're godly.
So if you like Shadow of the Colossus, get ready to play on your PS4 again because it's going to look nice.
It is going to be awesome. And I cannot wait for it.
Same.
Ooh.
What's the next
All right. Moving on, it's Marvel vs. Capcom.
They completely fucked up Chun-Li in this.
Again.
So, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 took forever to come out. It took 10 years to come out after 2.
Yep.
It's not that great. Not many people play it. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has a different story now. It also has some funny quotes, but the voice acting could use work, and it's just a Marvel vs. Capcom game. So, again, if you like it, you'll like this probably.
Yeah. Man, dude, after playing a bit of Street Fighter 5, I'm just surprised at how some of the characters look.
Yeah, they're a little weird looking.
Yeah, and I did say it just earlier. Yeah, they kind of fucked up Chun-Li in this.
They did.
They really did.
But still, I'll just say one thing.
Yeah.
Imagine fucking Rocket Raccoon and Dante from Devil May Cry interacting. There you go.
Hell yeah. You got your game right there.
Next.
Hold on, sorry. Doing something. Yeah, after that we have Call of Duty World War II. Yes.
Everyone's happy with this one because it's back to the ground.
Yeah, it's back to World War II, and they're trying to be as historically accurate as possible with this. That's what I've been hearing.
How far that'll get them.
That's what I've been hearing. Though, what I'm surprised about this is the fact that it's not at the Microsoft conference that they showed this.
It was not. It's at Sony.
It was at Sony. I'm guessing Sony took the exclusivity from that.
Probably.
So that we're probably gonna get the DLC first for the guys on the Sony side.
Yep.
Well, nah, not really. I have a PS4. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
But I'll mostly just get it on PC probably.
If the next thing that we have on this list is the same as your list, Dan, I'm going to be very sad.
I don't think so, but but actually, I wanted to say my words on Call of Duty World War II. I have been a fan of the Call of Duty series for years now. I did not play any game after Black Ops 3. I was just done. I didn't want to. I didn't play Black Ops 3 at all. I just didn't want to. They
got farther than me. I quit at Black Ops 2.
Yeah, I quit at Black Ops 2 too.
Yeah, I love Black Ops 2 quite honestly, but I have high hopes for this. But if it's not if this better be historically accurate or I will riot.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Come on, it's World War II. How hard can it be?
Yeah. But moving on, the next thing that I have on my list, Skyrim VR.
Yep, same thing. Hate it.
Why the fuck? Come on.
Bethesda is milking Skyrim too much. The game has been out for more than 5 years now. It's 6 this year.
Yeah. Wait, we
much.
didn't go on about Skyrim earlier, did we? Like whenever
Listen, I didn't want to. They talk about Skyrim so much.
Yeah, they did.
Skyrim's going to be on the Switch. There, we missed that one.
Yeah, we missed that one.
Moving on.
Moving on, yeah.
Skyrim on the Switch. Who cares? More Skyrim. Woo.
Yeah, woo.
Star Child and
indie game side scroller. Give it a look. Don't just indie games always deserve a look at least.
Yeah, give it a look. I will say that right now.
Yeah.
Give it a look.
The Impatient.
It was a teaser indie game.
Another teaser indie game. Final Fantasy Fishing, was that what I didn't look too much into that.
It was VR for Final Fantasy 15.
It was
okay.
So it's VR where you crack open the cold one with the boys.
You basically do mini games in VR.
Yep.
And just like, why?
It's more VR stuff that people want to put out there.
Yep.
Yeah. Next up, Bravo Team, another
indie game.
Another indie game VR shooter.
Indie game VR shooter looks,
It's just more VR advertisement.
Yeah, well, we'll see where that goes.
Yep.
Polyarch, I think that's what it's called. It reminded me of Stuart Little. Like, am I watching a Stuart Little game?
Yeah.
No, I think that was Moss.
Was it?
I think it's called Moss. I think Polyarch is a studio. I don't know. We'll have to go back and check. It's either Moss or Polyarch. Either way, you look it up to check it out. It's another indie game. I would suggest at least giving it a look. It looks like a puzzle game.
Definitely. I will say that, yeah. Definitely looks like a puzzle game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right.
What was after that?
It is 10:14.
Yes.
So, well, actually,
Dan, what was next after Moss?
How about God of War?
God of War, yeah, that was what.
God of War 4 looks fucking cool. I don't care what anyone says.
It is awesome.
I want to play it.
I also love the fact that like the kid is trying not to be like Kratos, where he's like, you know how Kratos is, he's fucking murderous and shit and ruthless. Kid's
I
just
want to be like you, Dad. You killed the gods.
It's like Dad, he just wants to help us.
Oh my god, how crazy would that be if freaking God of War 4 was like Kratos has fucking memory loss?
Oh.
And he doesn't even remember killing the gods.
Oh. He has fuck, I forget the name.
Amnesia.
Not amnesia. The condition you get when you get older. That you start forgetting stuff. Some people have.
Asperger's? No, that's
no,
Asperger's.
That's not Asperger's.
I don't fucking remember.
Short-term.
I forget. I'll think of it later on, definitely. But like we can probably edit in like something like the word that Dan was looking for is blank.
Or just in the description.
Yeah. Yeah, but if that would be funny if that happened.
Well, also, again, the God of War 4 was shown. We got gameplay. It was cool. It's a lot different from the old God of Wars, trust me. So
hell yeah.
But it's really good looking. Like, it looks cool.
All right, I got it.
Next up, we have Detroit Become Human. This game.
David Cage. This is David Cage game. You know the guy that made Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls and Indigo Prophecy? That guy.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say
I want to see this.
At the same time, yeah, I want to give this game a chance because it looks like he's actually trying to make a good game.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say this real quick. The word that Dan was looking for was Alzheimer's.
There you go. Detroit Become Human. It's a game where you make choices. Your choices might matter. They lead up to other things. It basically defines who you are in the game.
Yeah.
The difference is, though, this year is that they showed off a different main character you play as. Because last year you played as a robot cyborg thing.
You played as a robot detective that looked like Nam and Jaden from Heavy Rain.
Basically. But this time you play as a regular human that's going against those who go against the cyborgs. Yeah,
by the way, they actually showed that guy again in the trailer close to the end.
I did not see that. I have to rewatch it.
It was close to the end.
Okay.
I'm interested in it because it's branching paths. You're basically what they showed is that you're leading a revolution, you're trying to start one.
Yeah, like a resistance.
to free the robots from human oppression. Blah blah blah.
And you can be either a horrible person or you can try to do this the right way.
You can either protest. You can either
like a bitch.
You can either protest peacefully, don't even try, or protest violently. Yep. That's what it was. That's what we saw in that whole entire trailer.
Pretty much.
Yeah. After we had Detroit, we had Destiny 2, and you guys heard about my sort of thing about it when we were talking about
Anthem.
That's it. Thank you. I wanted to say Division for some reason. I put a hell of a lot of money into this game, and I will admit it looks great. I've seen the 4K.
Looks can be deceiving.
I've seen the 4K 60 FPS on PC. It looks great. Looks can be deceiving. Apparently, we're getting an even more in-depth story. Hopefully, that's true.
Yeah.
Funny.
I'm hoping that they pull a Respawn with Titanfall and they learn from their mistakes.
Basically.
Hopefully.
The problem though with me is that they did it again this time around with there's another exclusive mission only for the PS4. So
yep.
It's like fuck. All right, well, you got to make your money somehow, Sony.
Yep. And after that, we had the final game that they showed, Spider-Man.
That looks legit. I like that.
I love this. I love the look of this game.
It is awesome. Insomniac is doing a hell of an awesome job with it. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be like the Arkham games from Rocksteady.
Is it the PS4 exclusive?
Yes.
So. Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because it's Insomniac. I bet you Sony after Sunset Overdrive that Sony's like, fuck you, Microsoft. We're not gonna let you have this game.
Someone look it up.
Maybe. I don't know. Probably.
Look it up.
But while you're doing that, I can also tell the story that I have about that.
I was gonna say it too.
So when we were playing D&D that night too. I wasn't. I was watching E3. But during the Spider-Man demo, I was watching it, and my microphone was close to me, and at the pretty much at the bottom portion of my eyes, where it's kind of you would look down there, but it's a little blurry. I saw something crawling on my microphone, and the first thing that I saw was a fucking spider on the foam windscreen portion of my microphone. So it was right up in my face, and it was a big spider, and I literally just screamed ah, and ran away.
It is indeed.
He saw a spider on his microphone while we were watching Spider-Man.
It is indeed a PlayStation 4 exclusive.
Man, that's the one time I'll give Sony that, because Microsoft did it with Sunset Overdrive. I was excited for Sunset Overdrive. So
yeah, that's true.
Sony's giving the middle finger to Microsoft this time with Insomniac.
Yeah. Overall though, what do you give this conference for Sony?
7 out of 10.
I give it a 7.
I give it an 8. I actually liked what they had there, though. No Death Stranding, nothing new for The Last of Us.
No Last of Us.
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't think
there was no
they would not show it.
There was no Splinter Cell, I was hoping.
There was also there was also no Crash Bandicoot during the conference.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah, there was a lot of surprises that things that weren't at E3 this year, but maybe we'll get them next year or maybe later in the year.
But now moving on to the final thing. That wasn't technically a conference. It was more of a just like
presentation.
This is what we want to bring, but we also don't want to make it like we don't want to bring in a stadium or anything like that.
Yeah, we don't want to be extravagant with it.
I have no point of view on Nintendo because I'm not really a big fan of Nintendo. I don't follow them.
All I really want you to do for this is just like name off the things that you have in your list.
I didn't watch anything of the Nintendo conference, so you guys are going to say the most for this.
I'm interested in ARMS. I like the concept of ARMS.
I saw the game. I saw gameplay of it.
Imagine Dulcim from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Now imagine Dulcim fighting Dulcim, fighting Dulcim, fighting Dulcim.
Yeah.
And you get ARMS.
It's so fucking weird. I'll say that.
They had an invitational too.
Yeah. They did?
Yes.
Yeah, they had an invitational.
What the fuck?
Yes, it was kind of cool actually. There are bosses, so it's not just like your average fighting game. It does have some bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that, they had Rocket League on the Switch.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, Rocket League. It's a game, fun fucking game. We all love it here. It's one of those games that's like, okay, we're slowly moving this around the world, or not around the world, around the consoles, around everything. Like it's on PC, it's on PS4, it's on Xbox, it's on Switch.
PC got it first, then it went over to PlayStation, then Xbox, and now the Switch is finally getting it. So yeah, it's appropriate that they were getting it.
Yeah.
Hell, one day we might get on the mobile. That'll be weird.
That'll kill your phone.
That'll be the day.
That'll be the day.
That'll be the day.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2, in my opinion, fucking awesome. Or the first game, amazing game.
Trailer looks great.
One of the best RPGs you can ever play. If you have a Wii or a new 3DS, like the good 3DS, get Xenoblade Chronicles. You will love it. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, a little less than. The voice acting could use some work. Looks a little more kiddie, but it's still a great game.
Yeah.
You know what I want them to bring back for the Switch?
What?
Disaster Day of Crisis.
Oh my gosh.
Crazier than Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls.
Stop.
More intimate than Indigo Prophecy.
We're just gonna get through the next three really fast.
Yeah, love it.
Kirby.
New Kirby game, basic, side-scrolling Kirby. This time around, you can actually get the enemies on your side, which is kind of cool.
That's cool.
And I don't know if it's co-op again. It was the last Kirby game that was side-scroller was a co-op game.
Epic Yarn. Epic Yarn was co-op.
Epic Yarn was co-op, yes.
Superstar was co-op.
New Kirby, possibly co-op, side-scroller. You can get enemies on your team. That's all you can really know about Kirby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yoshi. We're getting a Yoshi game.
It's been a while. I'm surprised to hear that, actually. Holy fuck.
It looks like the Yarn Yoshi game that we had.
Oh.
But it looks like they did some other extra stuff. I don't know if you were into Yoshi games back in the day, like especially like
Yoshi's Island.
I played the hell out of Yoshi's Island for Game Boy.
You will probably like this Yoshi game.
I need a Switch.
Yes, you do.
And then finally, Pokken. There was Pokken.
Pokken Tournament Deluxe. It is
the Switch version of Pokken.
Yeah, it's the Switch version of Pokken. If you play Pokken, you know what it is. It's literally Pokemon fighting each other, and not in your traditional Pokemon way. It's like
Tekken.
A fighting game.
Like Tekken.
It's Tekken.
That's why it's called Pokken. It's like Tekken.
Yeah.
Pokken Tekken.
Yeah.
And then we got the bomb dropped.
No. Before the bomb drop. After they talked about Pokken Tournament Deluxe, they actually did tease for a Pokemon RPG for the Switch.
They did, yes.
That might come out in a year or two. They said that. I'm excited to see that because I want a Pokemon RPG on the Switch.
Well, a Pokemon RPG in what way? Like Pokemon XD RPG? Or
I don't know yet. It's only a tease. It was only a teaser.
Because I swear to fucking God, if it's like Sun and Moon, I'm going to get so pissed off.
I'll be mad.
I'll be pissed because we haven't
had...
Ultra
Sun and Ultra Moon.
We haven't had...
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
We haven't had a 3D... Pokemon game in such a long time. And I'm not counting Sun and Moon here. I'm talking about Coliseum and XD because those were the fucking shit back in the day.
I hope we get it.
Yep.
Now you can say the bomb drop.
We had a bomb dropped on us at the Nintendo presentation. Metroid Prime 4, everyone.
Metroid Prime 4.
I'm happy.
Did not expect that.
I am so fucking happy that they're bringing back Metroid.
Pretty cool.
The last Metroid game was Other M. I don't know how I felt about it. I thought it was pretty decent, pretty good. But I'm just excited just to hear that they're bringing back Metroid Prime.
Same. I mean, the other thing about Metroid Prime for this year, there was no gameplay. It was just like
a trailer.
It was not even a trailer. It was just a name. It was just Metroid Prime 4. That was it.
Are you fucking
So we
serious?
don't know. It was literally it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it
was
just like a small little animation and then Metroid Prime 4.
No, it was like black screen. Oh, I wonder what this is gonna be. Metroid Prime 4 done.
Yep, that was it. They're just like, we know, we've heard you. Shut up. Here it is.
Yeah, the games that we've talked about so far, Kirby had gameplay, Yoshi had gameplay, Tournament Deluxe for Pokken had gameplay, Rocket League, ARMS, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. What else? I think that was it, right? Those were the ones that had gameplay.
This one did not.
Yeah.
This is the one that has not had gameplay so far.
That's.
Yeah.
I feel like they're working on it barely. That's why they didn't have anything.
Yeah, there is another Metroid game that didn't show at the presentation. It's for the 3DS. It is The Return of Samus.
Yeah.
Is that like a like an ode to like Super Metroid or something?
Yes, it's like kind of like Super Metroid.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the next one after Prime?
After the small little Metroid Prime 4, we had Fire Emblem Warriors. I know that you're excited for that.
I'm excited because everyone just think of Dynasty Warriors, think of Hyrule Warriors. That's what Fire Emblem Warriors is.
Well, I mean,
it's
like,
Dynasty Warriors with Fire Emblem characters.
Yeah, yeah. Hyrule Warriors was like Dynasty Warriors. The same thing goes for Fire Emblem Warriors. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Just that
So
it's
if
with
you
your
like
Fire
Dynasty
Emblem
Warriors-
characters.
If you like Dynasty Warriors, if you like Fire Emblem, you'll love this game.
You'll love this game. I mean,
It's
like,
literally
I started not liking Dynasty Warriors after a while because it was just the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, like eventually you'll get tired.
Yeah. I mean, like, Fire Emblem Warriors sounds cool.
I would like to try it.
I just hope they at least have something different. You know, I don't want it to be like
We'll
Hyrule
see.
Warriors. Jesus. That'd be scary.
Moving on.
Alright. Breath of the Wild DLC. Season Pass.
Now,
Ugh.
everyone here already fucking knows
Oh.
it. I fucking love Breath of the Wild. I'm not a big fan of an expansion pass for it, though.
What the fuck? This is the first time hearing it. Why?
It's a very sad thing.
Nintendo, what happened to be family friendly? Now you want season passes? Fuck you,
Go
asshole.
fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
The season pass is basically the first thing, the Master Trials. It is a better trial version of the Island Trial in the main game. If you already know what that is, then you'll know what the Master Trials are. And then the second one they announced was the Champions Ballad, which I don't know what that is yet. It sounds like something to do with music. We'll have to wait and see.
Yep.
Yeah. Splatoon esports, where
I don't think
A
it's going to
thing.
go far.
It's not gonna
No,
go
it's not.
far.
it's not going to go far.
I feel like
No.
Chugga Conroy would be like super excited for it to go far because he loves the shit out of Splatoon.
He does.
Yeah.
It's not gonna go far though,
It
despite that.
And the last thing that they showed at the Nintendo conference, Mario Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey looks hype as fuck. to
Mario
me.
GTA.
I love the song that they played. I love
Yes,
the song.
I liked it too. For this game, though,
you throw your hat and you become the thing.
yes. Basically, they showed off the newest gameplay mechanic. Mario has a living hat, or something that possessed his hat, and he can throw it at anything that you see. So, like, if you see a taxi, I'm not fucking around. You can become that taxi. If you
Wow.
see, if you see a bullet bill, you throw your hat at it. You hit the bullet bill, you are now the bullet bill.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you see a tank on the street, yeah, you can become that tank.
You can. It's literally Mario GTA. I mean, imagine driving that taxi into a sidewalk.
Like,
Oh,
not even
God.
joking. If you see a human being on the street, you throw your hat at them, you become them.
Holy shit! You can. Oh my god!
cool.
The game is trying to condone false identity.
And it's funny too because you can also buy costumes for Mario this time around.
Wow.
Not like I'm not talking about microtransactions.
No,
this
no.
is in-game.
Yeah, you're talking
currency.
about like in-game currency sort of thing.
Yeah, this is your in-game currency for each save, so you know you won't carry it over. So this game looks
Wait.
cool.
Wait.
What do you mean? What?
Who says you need to pay if you can become another person?
You know what? You're right.
Identity theft.
But like this game is the newest 3D Mario. The last 3D Mario we had, I believe, was either 3D Land or 3D World, either one.
It was 3D World.
But this time around, it's an even bigger game.
It's gonna be
If you've seen it, if you've seen it, it's just basically like what you think. It's Mario in fucking New York City, but with other worlds too.
Mario in Liberty City now needs to find Roman Bellic and go bowling with him.
Oh my god. Yeah, but that was it. That's basically the Nintendo conference.
That's
Mario
all.
Odyssey's probably the biggest thing.
That's E3.
Yeah.
That's E3 for you guys.
No.
Nintendo out of 10.
8. Give it an 8.
I'll give it an 8 as well.
Question mark out of 10.
Question mark out of 10.
So you didn't get to watch it.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it, so I
Yeah.
can't really put a voice on
Now, that was the final of the main. We're only going to say one thing about this one. Devolver Digital. What
Holy
the
crap.
fuck out of 10?
that. Conference out of the year. Best conference of the year.
No, I'm not going to say that because,
I'm kidding.
because Ubisoft clearly took it.
I'm
No,
kidding.
what the fuck out of 10?
Ubisoft took
Yeah,
that.
just give it a what the fuck out of 10.
It was basically a parody of other conferences. It's 15 minutes. If you have YouTube up, just literally go look up Devolver Digital E3 2017. You'll be like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, and then like they had an after show after that conference, and it was amazing.
Yep.
It was just great.
But
I think
overall-
Jericho was a part of it.
Oh
Yep.
god, Jericho. Overall, though, re-say all your ratings. Dan, you go first.
Shit.
This is why I wrote mine.
Yeah, this is.
Do you want me to say mine first?
EA 5 out of 10. Microsoft 7 out of 10. Bethesda 3 out of 10. Oh wait, no, I get a 4 out of 10 for Bethesda. I'm sorry. Ubisoft 9 out of 10. Sony 8 out of 10. Nintendo 8 out of 10.
All right.
I might have one or two of them might have changed. I don't know. I forgot to write them down.
I'll just say mine because fuck it. 5 out of 10 for EA. 6 out of 10 for Microsoft. 4 out of 10 for Bethesda. Fuck you, Bethesda. 9 out of 10 for Ubisoft. Amazing freaking conference.
Yep.
7 out of 10 for Sony. And 8 out of 10 for Nintendo.
For me, EA 5 out of 10. Microsoft, like 4 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Yeah, 5 out of 10. I'll say that. Bethesda, 3 out of 10. Fuck you, asshole. And Sony's 8 out of 10. Nintendo, question mark out of 10. Devolvers, wow.
What
out
the
of
fuck
10.
out of 10?
Ubisoft.
Wow, out of 10. Ubisoft, 9.
Hell yeah. So we all agree that 9 out of 10 for Ubisoft.
Yeah.
So, the conference of this year is going to Ubisoft.
Yeah.
That's purely our opinion. Though.
That's our,
Of course,
That's
yeah.
our opinion. You guys may think differently, but we thought
Let us know
that
in the comments below.
we thought Ubisoft did a hell of an awesome job this year, and that's awesome. Because
Pretty much.
I bet no one expected it. I was just like, after the past 3 conferences, I kept saying like, I just fucking hope that Ubisoft actually has something good. Like, please, just make it good. Have like a good intro. Have a good everything, please.
And they blew us all out of the park.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit.
So, congratulations to you, Ubisoft. You have taken the Legion205 E3 Championship Award. I don't know.
Fuck, now we gotta make a freaking award.
Oh, no. You
Oh.
got the Legion205 E3 conference that didn't suck award.
There you go. Alright, well, we've been going on long enough. This was E3.
This was E3.
2017!
E3 2017. Follow us on Twitter at Legion_205. Follow Rose on Twitter at TheDarkenRose. Follow me on Twitter at Angel625. You can't follow Max on Twitter because he doesn't have a Twitter.
Fuck you.
Yep. That's about it, folks.
I'll say one more thing. Who's ready for Gamescom?
Oh, Gamescom.
Ah, fuck.
If you liked any of the content that you've seen here, drop a like in the comments below and hit that subscribe button. All right? Thanks, guys.